Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys back on the stream tonight, being a part here once again on the channel. Got a great game in store tonight going down in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets, a record of 29-17 overall this season. They're 16-10 on the road. They're coming off 2 straight victories, though, without Kevin Durant, currently 4th in the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia on the move, up to number 2 now in the East, as they're hosting tonight in their home floor, Wells Fargo Center, out in Philadelphia. 30-16 record for Philly, 17-7 on their home floor. They've been the hottest team in the NBA, 5 straight victories, longest active winning streak right now in the association to Philly. Thanks so much, y'all, for joining in. Get the popcorn ready for this one. Ben Simmons going up against his former team, same as James Harden, facing off against each other in this matchup, as we'll tip off in around just over 15 minutes from now. Alex, AA, Ice Baby, welcome on board once again. Make sure to smash that thumbs up if you guys are new. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hopefully a great stream going on here tonight. No Kevin Durant, as he'll be reevaluated about 2 weeks from now. That's the only key player missing today in this game. I believe Joel Embiid will play, it looks like, as he was going in game time decision, but it looks like he's on the starting lineup list, so Joel Embiid will play tonight in this game for Philadelphia. Brooklyn winning 2 straight now without KD. They lost their first 4 games in a row without Kevin Durant, but they won the last 2 on the road at Utah, at Golden State. That's an impressive win right there at Golden State, considering it was on the road at the Warriors, 121-16 on Sunday, and Golden State 17-6 record on their home floor this year. Obviously, we all know how they've done on the road, but that was a road victory for Brooklyn all the way across the U.S. on the Pacific Coast. Wow, stay safe out there, hockey fan. Out in a snowstorm right now in Canada. Yeah, I was supposed to get snow, I think 1 to 2 inches today, and it didn't happen. We've got a dusting or so. I looked at the radar, and the radar actually pushed the storm up to Canada instead of down to the coast in New England. Ryan, welcome back in, man. Nick Claxton and Kyrie coming alive last 2 games. That's why the Nets have been able to go on a 2-game winning streak. Kyrie dropping down 48 against Utah on Friday. Follow that one up with 38 against Golden State on Sunday. Nick Claxton, 20 points, 8 for 9 shooting against Utah, and then he had a career high in the last game against Golden State, 24-15 on the matchup on Sunday night. Philadelphia, 5-game winning streak, all 5 wins by 10 points or fewer for Philly, and all those wins coming on the road on the West Coast. So they're coming off a West Coast road trip too. They were at Utah, at the Lakers, at the Clippers, at the Blazers, and at the Kings. Another impressive win. Both of these teams coming off impressive victories. That's a really good one for Philadelphia. They were without Joel Embiid their last game on Saturday, and they won at Sacramento. Final score 129-127. They scored 129 points without Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey, monster game. He had over 32, which was a team high, and the victory over Sacramento. The Kings, by the way, up to number 3 in the West right now at 27-19, as they are low-key going unnoticed out in the West, and it's just so tight there between number 3 and I believe it's number 12 in the West. Very, very tight between all those teams in the Western Conference standings right now. But Philadelphia with Tyrese Maxey, 9-2 record ever since he's got back from injury. For Maxey, been a big key to their help ever since he's come back, and actually is being interviewed right now by an ESPN reporter before this game. As we'll have, I think we have around 12 minutes, 13 minutes before tip-off. David, welcome to stream, man. Yeah, yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm probably the rival for me would be the Nets, since Kyrie went to Brooklyn or so, but since I'm a Celtics fan myself. But yeah, Philadelphia is closer to Boston in the standings right now. My projection for this game, I do have Philly winning. No Durant. This is a home game at Philly, and they should be with Embiid tonight. For what I've been hearing, it was game time decision, but I've seen the lineups posted on Twitter, and the lineups saying Embiid's name in them tonight. Yusuf, Daniel, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back in, guys. Yeah, hopefully a bounce back tomorrow. That should be a great game. Celtics hosting the Knicks tomorrow night. I plan on covering that one, so feel free to join in if you guys would like. And hopefully a bounce back, because that was a big ew from yesterday, if you guys caught the end of that stream. That was not a good one. Yep. Elmer, welcome on board, man. Celtics Lakers coming to you guys on Saturday, so a great slate of basketball. Really, some great games upcoming. A lot of games to definitely grab the popcorn, tune into the streams, watch some great hoops. Pacers playing off a back-to-back. Only one game going on right now, and Indiana really struggling. Score there, 31-20. They're on the road at the Magic tonight. Orlando playing much better as of late as well. And then we tip off probably around 7:45, so about 11 minutes from now. After that, there's a quad of 8 o'clock games tipping off. So 4 games at 8 o'clock tipping off. Wizards at Rockets. Oh, here's a great game. Nuggets at the Bucks. The Nuggets 12.5-point favorite. So, Milwaukee's 12.5-point favorites tonight. Just read that wrong. So yeah, Milwaukee at home, 12.5-point favorites. Wow. So Denver. Okay, Jokic is out tonight for Denver. I'm looking at Denver's lineup tonight. Jokic, Murray, KCP, Michael Porter Jr. all listed out tonight. Whereas the Bucks lost Bobby Portis now, so he went on injury yesterday. And him and Marjon Beauchamp, the only 2 players listed out for that game. So, wow. Milwaukee coming in a 12.5-point favorite with multiple players listed out, including Jokic for the Nuggets. That will tip off at 8 o'clock. T-Wolves at the Pelicans. Pelicans struggling as of late without B.I. and Zion. And then the Hawks at the Thunder. That's a big game because both of those teams trying to trend upwards. And both of those teams pretty even. Hawks at 24-24, Thunder at 23-24 right now. Mario, welcome back in. Andrew, welcome on board once again, man. Yeah, that would be a good pickup if Boston's able to get a hold of Gary Trent Jr. I feel like probably they're going to go after like a big at the trade deadline or so they can have depth at the center position. But yeah, they got another impactful player off the bench. That would be massive there for Boston. Yeah, I heard about that. AD coming back today. Lakers hosting the Spurs. That's a late game, 10:30. 10 o'clock, Raptors on the road at the Kings. 10 o'clock, Jazz at Blazers. 10 o'clock, Grizzlies at Warriors. So, yeah, the slate's pretty full tonight. Bunch of games going down throughout the NBA. And a lot of big games for magnitude as well in college right now. Some of these games massive. Xavier looks for real. Xavier leading UConn. Started the second half 45-30 right now for Xavier. UConn's been on a massive skid. They They beat Alabama back in November. Looked like they played their best basketball back in November for UConn, but man, they have really hit a skid. They've had some bad losses too. They lost against Seton Hall, lost against St. John's, and now looking like they're going to lose by double digits if they can't get it back in order against Xavier tonight. Other than that, all the other teams taking care of business, but there's a lot of games as in terms of the bubble. There's a lot of games with bubble teams playing tonight that have to win. Northwestern doing that right now, leading Nebraska 38-30. Pittsburgh as well, up over Wake Forest 40-30. That's a bubble game between those two. Wisconsin, Maryland. Maryland leading Wisconsin 32-23. Oreo Pudding, welcome back in. Yeah, Kansas was doing well this year. They've kind of hit like a losing skid lately. They've lost now 3 in a row for Kansas. Yeah, the Big 12 is just an absolute challenge every single game. There's like no easy team this year in the Big 12. Texas Tech's looking for their first win. They're leading West Virginia right now. Texas Tech's the only winless team in the conference. Yeah, big game for Pitt. Pitt currently, I think they're in the bracket last time I checked for Pitt. So that's massive. I know a couple people that's diehard Pitt fans. Toivo, welcome to stream. Big game as well for your Terps today. Yeah, Maryland, Wisconsin. I looked at the metrics for Wisconsin. Really not loving Wisconsin if they make it to the tournament. I think they're like in the 300s in scoring. Basically, they're just like a defensive type of team, but they can't score. And there's a couple other games, too. Number 4, Tennessee leading Georgia 33-18. Number 3, Houston looking to bounce back 35-27, leading UCF. Yeah, Tennessee's up to number 4 right now. They've had some problems this season trying to get the offense going. That team is all defense, but that Georgia team, it's kind of interesting. Like right before the Kentucky game from last week, we were all like, does Georgia make it to the tournament? Georgia's had a really good start this season, and then they lost to Kentucky, and then after that, the wheels just fell off of Georgia right now. They just don't have that signature win. They got a good record, but they don't have like a signature win to put them like in the bracket. Italiano, welcome on board. Should be a really good game tonight here. Joel Embiid, number 2 in the NBA, averaging 33.6 points per game. That's right behind Luka, averaging 33.8. Embiid on a tear this month, averaging above 35. Tyrese Maxey, the key to success ever since he's come back. This team is 9-1 or 9-2 in Maxey, and when he's been back from injury. Ron, welcome on back from the 803. Looks like the early voters got the Nets tonight in this one. Make sure to vote in that poll who you guys got tonight in this game. Brooklyn playing much better basketball as of late. Nick Claxton, Kyrie going off. That's the reason why they've won the last two, because those two have been able to go off. Yeah, both of these teams coming off impressive wins. At Sacramento for Philadelphia without Embiid on Saturday, and then on the road at Golden State for Brooklyn, which Golden State's been really well. They've done a great job on their home floor this year. On the road, it's been another story. Wow, super windy for Mario. Stay safe, man. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be like a storm coming my way. I think this is supposed to be like overnight or so, like 40, 45 mile per hour wind gusts. Yeah, we were supposed to get snow like 1 to 2 inches, but it just never happened. Yeah, O'Neal. Saw the box score from the last game. Joe Harris has he's had some really good games lately. When I covered the Nets last against the Celtics, Joe Harris, he was going off. Yeah, the Wizards beat the Mavs by 1. It was a home game for Dallas, too, 127-126. Ron, welcome on board once again. King Marky, welcome on the channel. We're going to tip off in about 3 minutes from now. Make sure to spike that thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to come on board tomorrow night. Tomorrow night should be a great stream as well. 2 more teams from the East Coast. It's going to be Celtics hosting the Knicks tomorrow night. Same tip-off time, 7:30. Hey, thanks so much, Oreo Pudding. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, this is like a great time to do so because we're trying to like build time here before the actual game tips off, which is good. Yeah, ESPN tips off like 15 minutes past 7:30. TNT tips off 4 minutes past 7:30. So a lot more time to like be able to go into the chat before the actual game starts. I usually just like run over scores and other games going on when before we get to tip off. Vegas, welcome on board once again, man. Get the popcorn ready for this one. Ben Simmons going up against his former team, Philadelphia, in this matchup with James Harden going up against his former team, playing a short stint for Brooklyn. No KD, though, tonight in this game. James, welcome in. Yeah, it's unfortunate. The ultimate choke from yesterday there by the Celtics. That was just unfortunate. Yeah, I lowered the volume a little bit, so if you guys heard like a change in volume from like the last stream, I lowered it quite a bit. Yeah, I was listening back to the end of the last stream or so, and I was like, yeah, I can lower it quite a bit. I'm not able to get like as much volume from my headphones or so than I was able to get like before when I had it louder, but it's fine. Because I usually go off of like the headphones or so, but yeah, last night was intense. Oh, yeah, East is absolutely stacked. My bold prediction is that the Magic will sneak in and be the number 8 seed in the playoffs. The Magic got the Celtics number 2. So that would be the 8 versus 1. Right now, the Magic looking good. They lead the Pacers 46-29 currently. Starting 5 looks like this tonight. Kyrie, Joe Harris, Royce O'Neal, Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. Starting 5 for Philadelphia tonight. Joel Embiid will be playing. He was a game-time decision, but Embiid in the starting lineup. James Harden, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker gets the start, and Joel Embiid. Kevin Durant, still not playing tonight. I think he's going to be evaluated in about 2 weeks from now. Ben Simmons stands right up to the home crowd fans, right in front of the scorer's table, staring at the Philadelphia fans before tip-off. White uniforms, black numbers, black letters for the Brooklyn Nets. And Philly goes in the blue uniforms, white numbers, white letters, red outline for the home Philadelphia 76ers for this matchup. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And should be a great night of basketball going down between 2 East Coast rivals here. Yeah, things going pretty well. Get the popcorn ready for this game. Because when these two teams play, always a battle. Embiid averaging 35 points per game in 2023. Him and Claxton at midcourt will go up for the opening tip. Philly right to left on the floor. Brooklyn left to right, and the Nets control the opening tip. Kyrie bounce pass over to Claxton at the right elbow. Claxton leading the NBA this season, averaging 2.7 blocks per game. They're the top shot blocking team this season for Brooklyn. O'Neal At the top, defended by Harris. Moves it out to his left off to Claxton. Handoff back to Harris. Turns the corner, drives, floats up a wild shot. No good. He should have just laid it up and in at the baseline, but just flung one up by Royce O'Neal. Missed it. Kick out to the corner three. Philadelphia wide open. They drill it. Right from the get-go. That goes down for the Sixers. That is DeAnthony Melton. First triple of the game. Brooklyn was all out of sorts in that first defensive possession as the Nets come back and they take a three and make it. Royce O'Neal quick up the floor, drills one. 11:05 left to go in the first. Harden at the wing, defended by Simmons. Harden lobs it over to Harris, and we get a whistle. It's going to be Kyrie reaching in down low. Clock will stop at 11:02. Woo Pig, welcome on board once again. Inbound for Philadelphia. Sixers have it at the top with Harden. Harden moves it over to Embiid. Embiid backs his way, mid-block, turnaround, missed off the back rim, tipped off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. PJ Tucker down the lane looking for a putback opportunity. There was some contact on that, though. They're going to call Joe Harris in the blocking foul. So that's two quick personal fouls by Brooklyn, one by Kyrie and one by Harris. So they said going up for it on the second chance, going up into the shooting motion that PJ Tucker got fouled. First free throw, good by Tucker. Second shot by Tucker, and that one's good. PJ just such a vital piece come playoff time. Like, it seems like wherever he's been, like the last couple of seasons, that team makes it deep in the playoffs with PJ Tucker. Claxton, handoff, almost lost it, got deflected, got it back. Simmons swings it over to the perimeter. O'Neal puts the ball into the hands to Claxton around the outside. Hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie gets past Melton, takes the jumper, deep two, swoosh. 5-5 right now, Kyrie on the board. Two massive games he has had in a row, 38 and 48 in the last two. Picking up two straight victories on the West Coast for Brooklyn entering tonight. 10-10 remaining in the first. Embiid backs his way inside a low post. Gets stripped by Simmons. Ball rolls out of bounds, though. It's going to stay Philadelphia basketball. Last touch by the Nets. And Claxton's got to be in there to defend Embiid, as they just do not have that size advantage for Brooklyn, as we see right there. Lob over the top, over to Embiid, as Kyrie tried to pick it off. Kyrie too short for the pickoff, and Royce O'Neal picks up the blocking foul. So Philadelphia constantly, at the start of this game, first 2 minutes, sending Brooklyn right now to pick up three personal fouls, and Philly getting to the free throw line for another time. First one is good by Embiid. That's what Philly likes to do, go to the free throw line, and that's where Joel Embiid will get a good chunk of his points. Not a good sign here at all for Brooklyn. Three personal fouls in the first 2 minutes, one by O'Neal, one by Harris, one by Kyrie. Second one's good. Embiid on the board now with two. Ron, welcome back in. Ashton, welcome on board. Things going pretty well. Glad to hear that. Your friend's doing much better there, Ashton. Floater inside, and that will drop down for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton scores. 9.5 left to go. Harden swings it out to the left corner. Harris, catch and fire three. Hits it. Philly makes the three. See how Brooklyn matches here. 9.5 remaining in the first. O'Neal hands it off to Kyrie, dribbles towards his left, guarded by Harden. Former teammates 1-on-1 at the corner. Kyrie, three, takes it over Harden, rattled out. And we get a turnover. Kyrie, back foot on the baseline, out of bounds. In the left corner, defended by Harden. It will go back to Philly. Yeah, hope so, James. Hopefully a big bounce-back game tomorrow night. Lob down low, and Embiid has position, working on Simmons. Simmons picks up the foul. So that's number 4 now by Brooklyn. And we're not even 3 minutes through the first quarter right now. 4 personal fouls. Just a mismatch when you got Claxton guarding the perimeter, working on Harden, defending at the top of the key. They just lobbed it down low to Embiid, who is defended underneath the rim by Simmons. So the referees talked about it, and they said it's in a shooting motion, so they will give Embiid 2 free throws. So already going to put this bonus graphic up because the next time that Brooklyn commits a foul, straight to the bonus goes Philadelphia. First one is good. Almost 50 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you all join in tonight. Make sure to hit us up in the chat who you guys are rooting for tonight, Brooklyn or Philly. As looks like the Nets going to take a timeout right here. Brooklyn splits the free throws in half as they will burn a timeout, and Embiid will shoot one more coming up at the line after timeout. Yeah, that's awesome there, Ashton. Glad to hear that. Hopefully, things will be much, much better for her in the future there. Five of the 11 so far from scoring for Philadelphia coming at the free throw line. They're a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the game. Brooklyn spreading out the fouls. They got 14 fouls so far. It's spread out between 4 separate starters. Kyrie, Ben Simmons, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris with 1 personal foul each. The only one yet to pick up a foul is Nick Claxton, though he has had some foul trouble this season, though. Going to the scoreboard, just one other game going on in the NBA right now. Good to see the Pacers starting to get into a rhythm. They were getting crushed early on against the Magic. Now it's an 8-point game. 54-46 Orlando leading Indiana with about 7 minutes left to go before half. Indiana on a 17-8 start in the second quarter for them as they trail 46-29 at the end of one. A lot of college hoops going down today. Keep you guys posted throughout the night for a lot of these college basketball games. What a comeback by UConn. Wow. Last time I checked, UConn was down by 15 against Xavier. Now it's a 5-point game. There's a bunch of time remaining, 56-51. That's a home game for UConn at the Gampel Pavilion. Xavier leads by 5 with 12.5 left to go. Houston, number 3 team in the nation now, and they'll go into halftime with only a 4-point lead at UCF, 38-34. Number 4 ranked Tennessee leading Georgia 35-22. That's a game for Georgia. If they want to put themselves in the bubble, they would have to win it, but not looking so hot right now for Georgia. Florida on the bubble going into halftime in a must-win game over South Carolina 34-26. And Maryland leading Wisconsin. That's a big matchup. 2 teams in the back half of the bracket projected to be like 8, 9, 10 seeds. Right now, Maryland leading at home 32-28 at half. Steve, welcome back in, taking Philly tonight. Chicago Bulls 1-2-3, welcome on board again. You get the Nets here 121-05. Ouch. Yeah, Texas Tech is bad this year. West Virginia going into halftime with a lead on the road for West Virginia, 33-28 over Texas Tech. Oh, goodness. That's a home game for Texas Tech, and entering the year, I think they went on like they had something like a 20-plus home game winning streak. They had it up to 27 until Kansas beat them. Free throw made by Embiid. 12-7 now the score. 9:07 remaining. Check that on the free throws. There was a technical free throw on the first free throw. So these are both of the makes on the shooting foul. So second one is good by Embiid. So he had 3 free throws at the line. Made the first one before the timeout. Technical called on the head coach, Jacques Vaughn for Brooklyn. and then came back from the timeout, made them both by Embiid. So Philly right now is 7 for 7 at the free throw line as a team. As Kyrie leans into contact, he's able to draw the foul, and this will send Kyrie to shoot two. So that's the first personal foul picked up of the game now by Philly. That's going to be charged to DeAnthony Melton. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Being able to work at an NHL arena, that's great. Yeah, congrats to you, man. That's awesome. First one's good. At the line for Kyrie. 8:59 left to go in the first. Second free throw. And no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Harden. Push it up the floor. Quick to Melton. Bounce pass goes to Embiid. Embiid at the left elbow working one-on-one on Claxton. The one that should be on him. Embiid swings it out to the wing. A wide open three as they doubled Embiid. Harden takes the three. Sinks it as nobody was on him as he was left out in the clear. Philly doubling Brooklyn in the early going. Claxton puts the ball into the hands of Kyrie, top of the free throw circle. Kyrie floats it up over the top for Claxton, throws it down with a two-handed alley-oop jam. That's a way to work yourself back into the game. Those have been the top two most productive players lately. The offensive side of the ball, that's a tough three, and that's a make by DeAnthony Melton. Fade away at the right wing perimeter, and it rolls in. 8:10 remaining in the first. O'Neal floats up the shot inside a key. We got scoring here. That drops through off the rim. Good for two. 8 minutes remaining in the first now. Harden at the left wing defended by Kyrie. Ooh, some pushing and shoving going on. Joe Harris around the basketball picks up the foul, pushing P.J. Tucker. The clock will stop now with 7:59, and this will send Philly right back to the free throw line and the bonus to shoot two. Joe, welcome in. Things going pretty well, man. P.J. Tucker to the free throw line, 2 shots. Philadelphia perfect 7 for 7 in Brooklyn. 5 personal fouls in the first 4 minutes of this game right now. Rough start for the Nets. First one's a make by Tucker. Hey, stay safe there, Mario. And second one's good. Jose, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Hope all is going well. Brooklyn has it. Under 8 minutes left to go in the first. Kyrie rises for the jumper. Fade away. Drills it at the mid-block. Some tough shots being made early in this game. Sixers take it past midcourt. Harden at the top, defended by Claxton. This is where they've been able to get it to Embiid. Deflected this time, though. Harden with a turnover. Here we go for Brooklyn. At the wing, Harris catching fire three. He hits it. Oh, wow. 3 points off the turnover. The stolen pass. James Harden with a bad entry pass inside. Embiid deflected, intercepted. Catching fire three. Went down for Harris. 7:15 remaining in the first. Harden defended by Claxton at the wing. We'll see what he does here. Crossover Harden. Dribbles up at the free throw circle. Harden up fake. As he passes out to the corner. Catch and fire jumper. No good off the back rim. Missed by Tucker. Rebound control by the Nets. 7 minutes left to play in the first. Brooklyn slides it out to the top. O'Neal. O'Neal gets past Melton. Dribbles back to the right corner. O'Neal makes the pass to Kyrie. Oh, nifty move as he goes reverse hand, double clutch, and scores with a layup. Wow, able to sneak his way past Embiid just like that. Nets on a 7-zip run. Last minute 25. Right to the rim goes Harris, and Harris will shoot 2 at the line as he draws the shooting foul. This game right now is moving. Wow. Compared to yesterday covering the Celtics versus Heat where we were going constant bricks. First quarter actually wasn't that bad. It was, I think, like 32-30 at the end of one. But, yeah, fourth quarter, it was a brick fest. This one, we got constant buckets lately. First free throw is good by Harris. Shooting clinic tonight at the free throw line for Philadelphia. They are perfect still. They are 10 for 10 right now. Moving on to their 11th free throw. Second shot's good. Perfect 11 for 11. right now. This is unheard of. 11 for 11 at the free throw line with 6:30 left to go first quarter. Brooklyn 1 for 2 at the line. Kyrie has it at the wing, 10-0 points in the paint in favor of Brooklyn right now. Reason why Philadelphia frequency getting to the charity stripe constantly here. At the corner, Curry, first time into the game, catching fire, 3 at the corner, he drills it. Splash by Seth Curry. 6 minutes left to go. Harden moves it off to Melton. 4 for 5 from downtown for Philly. Perfect 3 for 3 from Brooklyn. Melton off the glass. They will call a goaltend by Claxton, and a bucket will count for Philly. High-scoring game we got right now. Just under 6 minutes left. 55% shooting by the Sixers, 75% by Brooklyn, yet they're down by 3. Nets have it in the key. O'Neal swings it off to Kyrie, turns the corner, floats it up over Embiid, missed off the back rim. Embiid comes out with a defensive rebound, takes up the floor for the big fella, swings it out to the wing, wide open 3. Oh, that is good. Cans it through. D'Anthony Melton out on the break, drills down the 3 ball. Embiid with an assist. Quick 3 by Kyrie. Got blocked into the hands of Claxton, though, underneath the hoop. Right place, right time. Throws it down. Both of these teams going quick up the floor constantly. Under 5:30 left to go in the first. Harden, far side, defended by Simmons. Harden is going to draw the reach-in foul. And that's on Ben Simmons. That's number 2 for Simmons right now. So the clock will stop, and here goes Philly once again back to the free throw line. And of course, the Sixers fans loving it. Ben Simmons already with 2 personal fouls. Around the perimeter. Gets called on the reach. And here goes Harden to the free throw line. First one, it's made by Harden. 12 for 12 now for Philly on free throws. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Joe. They almost had it yesterday. Wow. 7 minutes, no points, 2 personal fouls for Ben Simmons. No attempted shots, 2 assists, 1 block. As Simmons will check out of the game now. They're going to bring Yuta Watanabe in first time today. At the top of the NBA in perimeter shooting. Second free throw by Harden, and that gets the bounce. They continue their perfect streak at the charity stripe for Philadelphia. 13 for 13 in the first quarter with 5:15 left to go. Claxton at the wing, defended by Melton. Dribbles up to the free throw circle, now guarded by Embiid. Handoff, Kyrie swings it out to the corner, O'Neal. O'Neal passes off to Kyrie, drives baseline, floats it up over the top. Claxton snags it and draws the blocking foul. In between Embiid and Harden here, and they will call James Harden on the foul. So 5 minutes left to go. Brooklyn to the free throw line. Second trip tonight. Nick Claxton shooting 2. And the first one no good. Second one by Claxton, and that missed the rim short. We got a whistle, though, on the free throw. Oh, they're going to let Claxton have another one. So Philadelphia left too early. Lane violation by the Sixers. It will lead to Claxton shooting one more. So an extra free throw by Claxton, and gets the bounce. Able to get on number 2. 5 minutes left to go in the first. Hey, sorry to hear that, Joe. Hope you feel better, man. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I was sick. I was down for like a whole week or so. That was the first week of 2023. I was down. Brooklyn's going to shoot one more at the free throw line. So it looks like a... Oh, James Harden called in a technical. Oh, okay. Wow, they call a lot of things minor now for technicals. Harden picked up the ball and he threw it right back at the stanchion after Claxton made the free throw. They got Harden on the technical there. 4:50 left to go in the first. Free throw was made at the line for Kyrie. Harden swings it out to the corner. Harris out fake, takes the three over Watanabe, missed off the back rim. Rebound goes to Claxton for Brooklyn. Nets take it past midcourt with Kyrie. Kyrie bounce pass over to O'Neal. Back to Kyrie at the Sixers logo. Kyrie defended by Harden. Claxton sets the pick. Kyrie dribble drive right down the lane inside. Ooh, huge contact. As Kyrie slips, he falls down hard. Looks like he slipped on a banana peel in that motion. That is a hard fall, as they will call Joel Embiid on the blocking foul. And the clock will stop now with 4:27 left to go. Holy smokes. Kyrie with a huge fall on his backside here. Actually, there wasn't really much between him and Embiid. Kyrie just fell like backwards. Yeah, really wasn't much contact between him and Embiid. It looked like Kyrie just slipped on a banana peel on that fall. So they're going to set up here for free throws. Kyrie, 2 shots at the free throw line. There must have been a wet spot in the court or something, because there wasn't really much contact between Kyrie and Embiid. Kyrie just he tried to go for the jumper and slipped backwards. Obviously, Doc Rivers talking to officials about this call. Oh, we got the mop crew coming up on the floor right now, cleaning up some sweat. Yeah. It looked clearly that Kyrie had slipped on the floor. I referenced that it looked like he had slipped on a banana peel, because that's how wet it must have been on that slippery, sweaty spot on the floor that Kyrie slipped back. There was minimal contact between him and Embiid, but the referees called Embiid on the blocking foul. Kyrie, 2 shots at the free throw line, and the first one gets the bounce. 60+ watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board tonight, being a part here on the stream. And yeah, if you guys are new, feel free to hit us up in the chat who you've got in this game, Brooklyn or Philly. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering Celtics against Knicks, same time, 7:30 p.m. Hopefully, a great game between those two as well. Got a good one here, 20. As they get 28 on the board for Brooklyn. Kyrie makes both of the free throws. 2-point lead for Philly, 30-28. Sixers have it at the wing now with Niang. Lobs it over to Embiid, working on O'Neal. Low block pivot move on O'Neal. Lost it, though, out of bounds. Turnover by Embiid. As strange as this game has been, Joel Embiid's yet to make a field goal so far. Perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line. 0 for 3, though, shooting as Curry takes the 3. And there was contact on the 3, and this should be 3 coming up at the free throw line. Yeah, Maxey. Oh, Curry made the 3. Yeah, he made the 3. There's going to be 1 coming up at the line. Quick camera pan away from that. Curry, though, knocking down the 3. Tough shot over Maxey, plus the foul. So that's Maxey's first that he picks up. Maxey coming off the bench today. D'Anthony Melton got the start. Perfect 4 for 4 by Melton so far tonight. Free throw is good. Look at that. Brooklyn takes the lead. They were down early. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Nets in an 8-zip run. Harden currently on the bench. Shake Milton, first time on the floor alongside Matisse Thybulle, George Niang, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid. Embiid drives right down the lane, tries to throw up a dunk. He missed the slam dunk. He's down hard on the hardwood. Here goes Brooklyn 5-on-4. Pass deflected, intercepted. Outlet pass ahead to Embiid and puts it through for 2 as nobody was back defensively for Brooklyn. What a swing right there of the game. Ooh, Embiid with a shove to Claxton right on the camera. No call by the referees, though. Curry at the free throw circle. Moves it off to O'Neal. Back to Curry. Passes down, low block over to Claxton. Dribbles back out to the perimeter into the hands of O'Neal. O'Neal dribble drive down the lane. Lost it, but there's a foul. It's going to be charged to Philadelphia, and the clock will stop with 3:12. Wow, things getting really chippy so far tonight. Joel Embiid missed the slam dunk over Claxton, and then Embiid fell down hard. Claxton rejecting Embiid at the rim. And then some pushing and shoving. They got it on camera. It was away from the basketball in the post. And yeah, right now Embiid's got some words to Claxton. They're still going after it right now with some words, and the officials have to get into the action. Yeah, they have to separate. Embiid, he's got some words for Claxton right now. The officials keep on separating. It's too early in this game, bud. Embiid's going to go right to the bench. Claxton will go right to the bench as well. Double technical called at the free throw line with Embiid and Claxton having words to each other. The officials had to come in out onto the floor and separate the two of them. So both of them to the benches now with 3:12 left to go in the first. And both teams in the bonus here in the first quarter. This is only the first quarter of tonight's game. Free throw missed at the line by Kyrie in the second one. Rebound for Philadelphia. 3:05 left to go. Maxey on the floor with Niang, Montrezl Harrell. Now in place of Embiid, Matisse Thybulle and Shake Milton out to the wing. Goes to Thybulle. Open three, catching fire. Missed off the rim short. And O'Neal comes up with a defensive rebound. Up by one for Brooklyn. O'Neal, Curry, Simmons back on the floor. Watanabe. That's a three missed off the rim short. Offensive rebound, though, by Watanabe. Back into the hands to Curry. They also got number 4, Edmund Sumner. Sumner swings it on top over to Curry. Up fake. Gets past Thybulle. Moves it outside to Sumner. Wide open three over Harrell trying to close out. He drills it. Bench points there for Brooklyn. Edmund Sumner comes in off the bench. Takes the three and makes it. 2:20 left to go. Offensive rebounds really helping out that possession there for the Nets. Milton moves it out to his right into the hands to Maxey. Spin move inside the key. Bounce pass off the Thybulle. Baseline drive. Had an open opportunity. Elected not to take the layup. Maxey instead takes the three. Drills it. Back to a 1-point game. Splash from the outside by Tyrese Maxey. Kelly, welcome back in, man. Bryce, welcome back on the stream. Glad to have you guys back in once again. Curry. Defended by Thybulle, deflected, ball goes out of bounds. Game clock will stop, 1:51 left to play first quarter. Yep. Yeah, these teams have always been rivals, and even bigger because Ben Simmons wanting out of Philadelphia. With the whole Simmons and Harden trade made this rivalry even bigger. We take the timeout right now. Media timeout on the floor, 1:51 left to go in the first. It's a 1-point game, 36-35. Wow. A lot of action so far this first quarter. Over looking really good tonight. By the way, over under at 225 before the start of this game. Philly, a 7.5-point favorite at home. Astronomical numbers right now shooting the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 75%, 12 for 16 shooting, 5 for 7 from three-point range. Also leading the points in the paint, 12-4 right now. Reason why Philadelphia has led throughout most of this first quarter, currently trailing by 1, is because 13 of 35 points coming at the free throw line tonight. And they've also made 6 threes, 13 of 13 at the free throw line by Philly. Dennis, welcome back in, man. A great game so far. Baba Booey on the stream, welcome on board. I think the next college game is going to be Monday night, I believe. I believe it's Baylor against Texas this Monday. Tomorrow I'm covering Celtics against Knicks for my game tomorrow. So unfortunately, no college tomorrow. Celtics are on national TV quite a bit coming up next few days. So yeah, I believe it's Baylor against Texas on Monday, the next college one. I think that's at 9 p.m. I've been doing a lot of the Big 12 games have really caught on to the channel, which is good. When I've covered like the other conferences, like the ACC, SEC, the numbers haven't really been there. It hasn't gained traction, but the Big 12 has brought in a great audience lately. Wow, we got a high-scoring game at halftime between the Magic and the Pacers, 73-68, Orlando leading. So that scores at half. Other scores throughout the NBA currently: Rockets lead over the Wizards, 14-8. Washington, 1-point victory over Dallas yesterday, 127-126, playing off a back-to-back tonight. Bucks came in as a 12.5-point favorite over the Nuggets tonight. Without Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray's not playing. Michael Porter Jr. is not playing either for Denver. And right now, Milwaukee leading 12-7. T-Wolves lead the Pelicans 11-5. Pelicans starting to slip back lately. And then the Thunder leading the Hawks currently tonight 15-11. So back to action, 36-35, quick three, taking up the floor off the inbound by Brooklyn as they missed it. 1:40 left to go in the first. Maxey, defended by Watanabe, puts the ball back into the hands of Thibault. Over to Maxey, drives, floats up the runner, missed around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Simmons for Brooklyn. 5 on the floor for the Nets. Sumner, Watanabe, Simmons, O'Neal, and Curry. Sumner, bounce pass down low. Simmons scoops it up. Simmons, hand off Sumner. Sumner lobs it up over the top. Will Simmons do something? He passes it behind his back. Had a chance to score there instead when made the pass to the corner, instead going to the rim for Simmons as he had an opening for a moment, as we have a whistle and a foul picked up by Philadelphia. And this will send Watanabe now to the free throw line. Yeah, that's if they can even make it in for Golden State. First one's good by Watanabe. They can't win on the road. That's been the problem all season. And now it's looking like the rim protection is like a serious problem, because they keep on getting shredded on the glass. Second shot's good by Watanabe. Yes, I'll be covering Celtics against Knicks tomorrow night. 1 minute left to go in the first. Maxey pushes it back outside to Milton. Shake Milton attacks downhill right to the rim. Scores. That's good with a left-handed layup. 1 point game now. Down to the final minute left to go in the first. Deflected pass into the hands of Sumner. No, Sumner working on Niang around the perimeter. 12 on the shot clock. Sumner takes it into the key. Pass out to the wing. Intercepted though by Maxey. Here goes the Sixers with it. Maxey takes it downhill right to the rim. Floats up the runner. Scores. That's a tough bucket there for two by Tyrese Maxey as the Sixers take the lead. 35 seconds remaining in the first. 5 points in 5 minutes tonight by Tyrese Maxey. Curry shoots the three. Oh, he hits it by Seth Curry. Laser beam right there from downtown as he drills the triple. 41-39. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Maxey defended at the top of the key. 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock at the end of one. Maxey has it at the top, working on Sumner. Crossover, takes the jumper. 15-footer. Oh, he hits that one as well. Tyrese Maxey getting hot right here at the right moment for Philly. 41 all. 5 seconds left to go. Poke loose from behind, out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, though, by Brooklyn. It's going to be Philadelphia basketball with 4 seconds left to go in the first. Nick Claxton will come back into the game for the final 4 seconds. Inbound coming up. They'll have to go the distance of the floor for Philadelphia. Inbound, Maxey in the backcourt. Maxey, and couldn't get a shot off in time. So couldn't draw up anything there to go the distance of the floor by Philadelphia. But this is the first game this season with 40 points scored by both teams in the first quarter right now. 41-41 through the end of one. high shooting percentages, not much. Actually, there's been some tough defense tonight. It's been some even better shots, some elite shot making we're seeing in this game right now between these two teams at the end of one, making tough shot after tough shot. So hopefully you took the over tonight in this game right now. 82 combined points indeed. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, and hit the subscribe. And glad to have you guys on board tonight for this should be a great battle. Kyrie, 10 points. Seth Curry off the bench. He has got 10. D'Anthony Melton with 11 for Philly, lone player in double figures. Yeah, I covered the Mavs game against the Heat last Friday. So Northern Iowa for you, Joe. So they got a record of 11-9. They're 7-3 in the Missouri Valley Conference, and their top player averages just under 19 points per game. His name is Bowen Bourne. He's a 5'11" point guard for Northern Iowa. I'm looking at the team. It looks like they're really just undersized for this Northern Iowa team. They don't have much height on their team. Their two forwards are listed at 6'5" and 6'6". Because I cover basketball as a D3 announcer for in-person games, and usually the forwards at the D3 level are like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" for that size. And then the guards around 6 feet. So yeah, this is a really undersized D1 team for Northern Iowa this year. Hey, thanks so much, Baba Booey. Appreciate it, bud. Right now on the scoreboard, currently Rockets lead the Wizards 20-16. Bucks and Nuggets 16 all. Right now, Nuggets were a 12.5 point underdog entering today. Hawks lead the Thunder. Never mind, Thunder just made a 3, 28-25 as they spoke. So that just updated from, it was before 25-24 Hawks, but 4-zip run by the Thunder as they take the lead now 28-25. Pelicans lead the T-Wolves 19-17. And at halftime, Magic lead the Pacers 73-68. They're about to start the third quarter there. All right, start of the second as we're back into action right now. Brooklyn with the basketball first. Kyrie bounce pass into the hands of Brooklyn. It goes to number 1 now for the Nets, TJ Warren. First time into the game today, receives the pass down at the low block, backs his way, and Harrell takes the turnaround jumper, and TJ Warren is on the board. Some elite shooting so far in this game. Brooklyn 75% in that first quarter shooting the ball. 14, or actually, check that right now, just under 75% there. 14 of 19 from the floor. So just under it. Harrell right to the rim with the right hand, gets around Joe Harrison, scores. Both teams now with 12 points in the paint even. Philadelphia going there as of late. It was all Brooklyn in the early going. Brooklyn's been more to threes. I don't know what happened to the TV screen, but something came up, popped up in like green and blue, and I don't know if you guys watching the game saw that too. Goes over to Harris. Swings it out to the corner. Curry catching fire 3. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Claxton, though, keeps it alive. Out to Harris. His pass deflected by Thibault into the hands, though, of Warren. Jumper, mid-range. Missed off the mark. Rebound. Snatched down by Milton. past midcourt for Philadelphia. 10:20 remaining in the second. Milton dribbles up to the right elbow. Bounce pass. Thibault drives baseline. And he will draw the blocking foul. That's charged to Joe Harris. Clock will stop with 10:18. Vernon, welcome back in the stream here, man. So 2 free throws now coming up for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle shooting 2. So I'm seeing Indiana State right now. So I don't know about the first name pronouncing, but Macaulay is the top player this year. Cameron Henry. Looking at the numbers, I think Robbie Avila. Oh, he's a freshman too. He's putting up some pretty good numbers as a center for him. It's my first time seeing your team on the stats there, but he's 6'10", so he should probably have a big game against Northern Iowa. Both of the free throws are good. And they got another guy averaging just under 10. His name is Cooper. 10 minutes left to go before halftime, saved by Kyrie. Right past midcourse, it almost went to the backcourt. Kyrie, in between 2 defenders, lost it, stolen away by Thybulle. Pass up the floor now to Maxey. Maxey at the wing, defended by Claxton. Step back 3 over Claxton. Gutted a drop, it's good. Gets the bounce by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey been critical off the bench in this game today. He accepts his role. Playing some great basketball from him. He's up to double figures now with 10. 10 points in 8 minutes by Maxey. Tough shot leaning in. Kyrie at the low block. Knocks it through for 2. 3-point game right to the rim. Once again going Philadelphia quick up the floor. Shake Milton beyond the defense. 50-45 now. Warren dribbles up to the free throw circle. Bounce pass Howard. Makes a nice cut right to the rim. And he scores with a right-handed layup. Wow, this game's really flowing along right now. 9 minutes left to go. Corner 3 Thybulle. Left in the open. Splash. That sinks through for the 3 ball. Everybody dropping shots left and right. So we have a barrage of jumpers in this game. 70% shooting by Brooklyn. 60% by Philadelphia. With 8:50 left to go before halftime. Both of these teams sizzling from the floor. As Kyrie will head to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots, drawing contact. As he will go to the charity stripe now for 2. Only player in foul trouble happens to be Matisse Thybulle for Philadelphia. Picks up his second. Other than that, everybody else with 1 or 0 right now. Brooklyn, we have to check the foul trouble because they're in a lot more severe foul trouble than Philadelphia. 3 personal fouls by Joe Harris, 2 each by Ben Simmons and Royce O'Neal. Second shots go by Kyrie. Kyrie up to 14, top scorer in the game. Maxey, top of the key, defended by Kyrie, moves it out to his left. Milton attacks inside the paint, too tall off the glass, deflected by Thybulle, nice save. Out to Niang, takes the 3, missed, offensive rebound Milton. Moves it back out to the perimeter to Maxey. Maxey, step back 3 in the air, and gets the bounce once again. Oh my goodness. Tyrese Maxey, a magnetic gem at the rim in this game. Second 3 the second quarter. That it bounces off the rim and drops in. There's a jumper. That is good by Curry for the 3. Everybody making their shot tonight. 8 minutes left to go before half. Maxey crossover takes another 3. Missed off the rim short. Offensive rebound Thybulle once again. Off to Milton. Lobs it up over the top. Too tall for Thybulle out at the corner though. Or for Harold, though, as Thybulle came in with a save, though we got a whistle in the paint. It's going to be charged to Brooklyn here on a reach-in inside the paint. They're showing that Tyrese Maxey make off the rim. 2 made threes in the second quarter by Maxey getting the bounce. 7:55 left to go. 13 points by Maxey. That happens to be in a span of just 10 minutes from the bench. 3-point shot taken straight away. Laser beam, that is good. Oh, baby. put a flame on this dude in the back seat. He is drilling these threes left and right. Once again, Tyrese Maxey, 16 points in 10 minutes now. 7.5 left to go. At the wing, Curry. Up fake. Dribbles up to the elbow. Deep two. Skipped around the rim. No good. There's Maxey for the defensive rebound. Maxey coming off 32 in the last game. Lobs it down low inside the post into the hands to Harrell. Has possession. Pivot move. Banks it up and scores. Up and in off the backboard. Philadelphia taking over right now. And a timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. With 7:17 left to go. 16 points in 10 minutes. 6 for 8 shooting from the floor. From the bench, 4 for 5 from the perimeter by Tyrese Maxey, and getting the bounce on 2 of those threes here in the second. What a run for Philadelphia. Oh, wow. So, yeah, that's why the names sound familiar there. Because I actually used to cover the Big East and write college basketball articles a couple years ago, and I remember that last name, Macaulay, sounded really familiar. Tyrese Maxey, oh my goodness. Doing it all himself in a monster run, either scoring or assisting on this run himself to put it up to 9. Both of these teams just shooting lights out tonight. 7 for 10 from 3 by Brooklyn. 10 for 15 by Philadelphia right now. 67% Philly, 70% Brooklyn. And then from the floor, Brooklyn shooting 68%, Philly 58%. And we have just over 7 minutes before half. There's nothing stopping these two teams tonight. Both of these teams have been on a run. It's all going to be dependent about who slows down, who keeps up. And that's the difference maker right now, is that Brooklyn has started to slow down. Philadelphia has been able to get hot and make their shots and keep on converting on constant possessions. And you can thank the offensive rebounds as of late for Philadelphia. That's the big reason why. Matisse Thybulle, a couple of possessions, getting offensive boards, 2 offensive rebounds on the last 2 possessions, able to keep it alive as they lead the offensive glass now 6-3 for Philly tonight. And both of these teams came into this game bottom of the NBA in rebounds per game. The thing is that Philadelphia has been improving. Philadelphia crushed Sacramento in the glass in their last game on over the weekend. And then Brooklyn's been really struggling on the rebounds. They're dead last in the NBA. That's been their major issue, is that they just don't have rim protection for the Nets. And that's where the offensive rebound, second chance points, has been able to come into favor today for Philly. +50 watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys on board being a part here on the channel tonight. Wow, having some words during the timeouts. Montrezl Harrell, I believe, got teed up during the timeout. This is going to send Kyrie to the free throw line. Been chippy all this game here, folks. Back from the timeout, nothing new. Or shall we say, oh yeah, absolute drama here between Brooklyn and Philly. Would love to see a 7-game series between these two teams in the playoff. Kyrie makes the free throw. Harrell having some words with Kyrie during the timeout and got teed up for it. $7:15 left to go. Brooklyn has the basketball, down by 8. Kyrie defended by DeAnthony Melton. Kyrie, Joe Harris, Nick Claxton, Yuta Watanabe, and TJ Warren. The 5 on the floor. Straight line drive right to the hoop. There goes Nick Claxton with an easy layup. Nobody's playing defense tonight in this game right now. Earlier on in the first quarter, it was a bunch of tough shots, but now it's just nobody's playing paint D. Maxey has it at the wing. Cross-court pass off to Milton. Milton dribbles up to the top of the key, working on Claxton. Milton 1-on-1 crossover on Claxton. Dribbles to the free throw circle. Bounce pass down low to Harrell. Lost it. Back to Milton. It will be called, though, on a turnover by Philadelphia. The clock will stop with 6:38. This will head back to Brooklyn. Ben Simmons back on the floor now for Brooklyn. 6.5 left to go. Kyrie quick up the floor. Takes the three. That's the worst miss of the night. It scraped the back right corner of the rim. Off to Embiid, back into the game. Moves it out the top to Harden. Harden on the floor as well now for Philly. Same as Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, and DeAnthony Melton. Harden dribbles to the right wing, working on TJ Warren. Crossover. Attacks the mid-block. Takes the jumper. Step back. Missed off the rim, and Simmons comes out with a defensive rebound. Down by 6 now for Brooklyn. Watanabe. Cross-court pass off to Kyrie. Lobs it up over the top, looking for Simmons. Deflected by Embiid. Stolen away. 2-on-1. Maxey. Oh, beautiful shovel. Two-handed jam thrown down by DeAnthony Melton out on transition. Tyrese Maxey, what a dish with an assist. Up by 8 now for Philadelphia. 5.5 left to go before halftime. Kyrie moves it out to his right to Watanabe. Dribbles inside the paint, working on Maxey. Shovels it over to Kyrie. It's going to be called a travel by Watanabe. Turnover Brooklyn. 7th turnover to game by the Nets tonight. Philadelphia with just 2. That's 11 points off of those Brooklyn turnovers that Philly has scored. Up the floor now for Harden. Harden dribbles towards the left wing of the perimeter. Crossover. Attacks inside the paint. Kick out to the corner. Tucker. No look pass off to Embiid. Takes the three. Oh, he hits it. The big fella knocks down a triple for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. It's actually going to be rolled at 2. His foot was on the 3-point line. So they call it a deep 2. Kyrie's 3. Gets the bounce. Let's check that rim to see if it's magnetic tonight. That's the 3rd made 3 of the game that's gone off the rim. That's been knocked through off the bounce. Under 5 minutes left to go before half. What a game. A lot of scoring tonight between these two teams. Harden attacks inside the paint, floats it up off the glass. He will draw the blocking foul. James Harden will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. 4:46 remaining. James Harden shooting 2 coming up at the charity stripe. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. First shot by Harden, no good. Missed around the rim and out. Big difference so far in this game. One team making free throws, the other team. Oh, both of them actually making free throws, yeah. For 1 second, I had accounted out for the opposite side. But that's the first miss tonight by Philadelphia. At the free throw line, 15 of 16. Second free throw is good. Both of these teams doing well at the free throw line. 12 for 15 by Brooklyn. Second one's good by Harden. They are now 16 for 17 at the charity stripe. 4:40 left to go before half. Simmons shovels down low Claxton. Claxton back into the hands of Simmons. Attempts a shot by Simmons, but no good. Inside the paint as it missed off the front rim. Embiid comes up with a rebound. Back outside to Harden. 4.5 left to go. Bounce pass Embiid. Pivot move. Has position between 3 defenders and scores. Up and in off the backboard by Joel Embiid. That's too easy right there. And did it between 3 defenders inside the paint in the process. O'Neal makes the pass to the left wing off to Curry. Back outside to O'Neal. Takes the 3 ball. Got blocked. They are able to get it back though. Right place, right time. Underneath the rim. Nick Claxton scores off the glass for 2. Under 4 minutes left to go. Maxey moves it over to, or that's Tobias Harris who has it. Harris at the key as Maxey's currently on the bench. Missed backdoor layup by Tucker. Tucker, Milton, Harris, Embiid, Harden. And that's the 5 on the floor currently for Philadelphia. Kyrie, the top scorer for Brooklyn with 18. Curry dribbles up to the elbow. Passes off to Claxton. Handoff Curry. Takes the jumper. 18-footer straight away. Missed off the rim. Rebound control by Embiid. Shots are getting cold lately. Both of these teams will slow it down. Harden drives, attacks the paint. Lost it, though. It's out of bounds. Oh, James Harden cannot believe the turnover. Too long of a stride he just made inside the paint, and he lost it on the backside defense at the rim, defended by Claxton. Wow, Harden could not believe the call by the official. He thought it was off Claxton's foot, rolling out of bounds. Harden looking for a clarification. Looks like the TV crew will not go with a replay there to show us, but it's an 8-point lead now for Philadelphia. Brooklyn looking to cut at this possession. Simmons moves it out over to Curry. Dishes out to the baseline. Claxton attacks the paint. Left-handed hook, no good. Oh, what a follow. Nick Claxton, offensive rebound, put back, and he scores up and in off the glass. Under 3 minutes left to go. Claxton up to 11. 5 for 6 from the floor. Lob off to Embiid. Has position. Oh, watch out. Throws it down with a thunderous two-handed jam by Joel Embiid. 70 in the first half for Philly. And on the perimeter, Royce O'Neal lost it. It's a turnover by Brooklyn. 13-5 tonight for Embiid. Embiid and Claxton going after it all game long. Receives the entry pass. Gets position right past Claxton and throws it down with a thunderous two-handed jam by Joel Embiid. Timeout taken on the floor. 2:37 left to go before halftime. Philadelphia leads 70-62 against Brooklyn. All right, 60+ watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free. Hit us up in the chat, by the way. Who you're rooting for tonight in this game, Nets or Sixers here. So we get a good one tonight. Embiid, 13 points, 13 by Melton. Top score, though, goes to Tyrese Maxey, 16 points for Philadelphia, and a 12-minute clip making 4 3-point shots. Kyrie leading the way for Brooklyn. 18 points. He is the top scorer in the game alongside 5 assists. 13 points by Nick Claxton. 13 by Seth Curry. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering the Celtics versus Knicks tomorrow, same time at 7:30 p.m. That should be a great matchup as well. Quick update here with the NBA scoreboard. Magic leading the Pacers currently 96-88. Rockets up over the Wizards 41-30. Nuggets, a 12.5-point underdog on the road tonight without Nikola Jokic, without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. And right now they got a 2-point lead against Milwaukee. 38-36 Denver with 7:35 left to play in the second. Pelicans leading the T-Wolves 37-32, and the Hawks up over the Thunder currently 52-50. College basketball scores we got currently. 80-78. Xavier looking to hold on against UConn. 2 seconds left to go. We'll keep you guys posted once that goes final. Tennessee destroying Georgia 64-36 with under 4 left to play. Houston up over UCF 67-56 with under 8 left to play. Florida needed that one to keep themselves in the tournament picture. Looks like they're going to get the win against South Carolina 62-39. Under 10 minutes left to go. Big game as in terms of the bracket. Maryland, such a great team in their home floor this season at College Park. They lead Wisconsin 70-55 with under 2 minutes left to play. Wisconsin, their wheels falling off lately. Northwestern on the bubble, doing exactly what they need to do. They take care of business at Nebraska today, 76-61. Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, we'll keep you posted there, 76-74. Pitt leading by 2 points with under 4 minutes left to play against Wake Forest. Texas Tech, will they choke on a big one tonight or what? Winless in the Big 12. West Virginia leading 49-47 over Texas Tech. Been a rough season for Texas Tech this year. So a couple key games to note. That Xavier-UConn game down to the final seconds. UConn just made a free throw. It's now 80-79 with 2 seconds left to go. We'll keep you guys posted once that score comes in, if they go final or if it goes into overtime. 2:29 remaining as we get back to action here. Inbound for Philly. Simmons with 3 personal fouls tonight in the first half. Harden. Bounce pass over to Embiid. Embiid working on Simmons. Got stripped. No call by the referees. Embiid picks it up. Lost it. Gets it back. 1 on the shot clock. Embiid has to float up a prayer over Simmons. And it doesn't hit any part of the rim, as that will be a shot clock violation by Joel Embiid. And the clock will stop with 2:13. So wasted possession there by Philadelphia. Brooklyn comes out with a basketball. Kyrie crossover. Slides it off to the wing. Back to the top. It goes to Kyrie. Pick set by Claxton. Kyrie dribbles up to the elbow. Moves it out the top to O'Neal. Drives inside the key. It's going to be called a turnover. Brooklyn called on the turnover by Royce O'Neal as he traveled with it. And it'll go right back to Philly. Turnover's been a major issue tonight for Brooklyn. That's their 9th as a team. 5 total turnovers by Philadelphia. Harden at the right wing perimeter, defended by Kyrie 1-on-1. 12 on the shot clock. Harden. Bounce pass. Gets Tucker. Lobs it up over the top, and Embiid deflects it off to Harris in the corner. Harris dribbles up into the key. Takes the jumper. Gets it a go. That drops down for 2. Wow, what a pass there by Embiid. That was really special. Quick update in the scoreboard. Yes, 73-62 we got now. Jumper missed off the back rim. Rebound pulled down by Philly. Philly by 11. Top of the key, Harris. Yeah, they must have upgraded a shot to be a 3. There was a shot earlier in the game that Embiid took. And I thought it was a 3-point shot, but they rolled it a 2. Offensive putback, right place, right time for PJ Tucker. 75 points in the first half. 48 seconds left to go. Curry. Moves it on top to O'Neal. Back over to Curry at the wing. Largest lead of the game right now, up by 13. Curry passes out to O'Neal. Up fake. Slides it off to Simmons. Simmons moves it off to Curry. Wide open 3. Missed rim short. Defensive rebound. Pulled down by D'Anthony Melton. 30 seconds remaining. Melton will slow it down and puts the ball back into the hands of Harden now with the 7 of the 76ers midcourt logo. 10 on the shot clock. 19 on the game clock before halftime. Harden dribbles up to the right wing. Wide open. Shoots the 3. Missed off the rim. Tipped up by Simmons. Simmons comes up with a defensive rebound. Makes the pass ahead. Cross-court pass over to Curry. Up fake. Takes the 3. 5 seconds left. Makes the 3 from downtown by Seth Curry. 3.7 seconds left to go. Big time bucket there for Brooklyn, as that's an air ball. Left of the hoop it goes by Philly. Oh, there's time left to go. They're going to put time on the clock, though. 0.6 seconds left to play. So an air ball left of the rim. Brooklyn gets the inbound, but they'll just dribble out the clock here. Won't put up a shot. 75-65 as we enter halftime. 10-point lead for Philadelphia in a video game type of score in the first half we got here. This season in the NBA, scoring aplenty right now. Hopefully you took the over in this game, because that's where it's definitely going. Wow, thanks so much for the update there, Alex. What a crusher for UConn. Wow, 82-79, Xavier. Xavier's legit this season. Knocks off UConn. Maryland, final. Big win for the Terps over Wisconsin by 18, 73-55. I'm watching Maryland for the tournament. They're back on a groove once again for Maryland. I go back to what I say about Maryland ever since I watched them play in November in person. Got to see that game at Mohegan Sun. They blew the wheels off of Miami, and they've been impressive this year. Just they hit a skid once the start of conference play happened. They're struggling in the road, but man, in College Park, they look like a whole other team. There were so many fans at that Maryland-Miami game that were Maryland fans. There were barely any fans for Miami that came to that Mohegan Sun game. And they're just playing well as of late. Lost by 3 at Purdue. Just if they can piece together road victories, that's the thing. They should be 2-0 this week. That should be an easy W hosting Nebraska on Saturday. After that, Indiana's been playing lights out. That's a massive game Tuesday night. Hosting Indiana, 9 o'clock. If they beat Indiana, they should be going on a 4-game winning streak by the time they get to Michigan State on February the 7th. So they got Nebraska, Indiana, at Minnesota. You got 2 games that should be a definite W. The other one a toss-up because Indiana's playing some great ball lately too. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, as right now we're at halftime currently here. What a battle. Just astronomical numbers when it comes down to shooting the ball tonight. 56% for Philadelphia, 59.5% for Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's losing by 10. Brooklyn's taken 6 shots less than Philly in the first half. Problem for Brooklyn? Turnovers. 9 turnovers in the first half. Philadelphia with just 3. And then the foul trouble. 3 personal fouls by Ben Simmons and Joe Harris. Philadelphia, 16 of 17 at the free throw line. They were a perfect 13 of 13 midway through the first quarter. Wow, look at the Magic tonight. Orlando leading 102-91 over the Pacers. Yeah, Bruins doing really well. I'm not sure. I'll check into that for next week. So I think I plan on covering the Celtics-Nets game on Wednesday for next week. I think that's on Wednesday for next week, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, Providence not doing so hot. So yeah, my Friars losing against Butler. It's a home game, but it's still early. 12:42 left to go in the first. 14-9 is the score right now as Butler leads. Other than that, not really many shocking scores right now. Wow, Texas Tech's really fallen off a cliff this year. West Virginia 59, Texas Tech 50 with under 7 minutes left to play. Big game for the bubble. Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, 81-77. Pitt, minute 40 left to go there. Yikes. UMass Lowell is losing against Maine. I believe UMass Lowell is the top team right now in their division, or in their conference. That's in the America East. Yikes. Florida. Big win over South Carolina. Can't call it official just yet, but wow, it's almost up by 30 for Florida. 75-47 with under 6 left to go. And Houston leading UCF by 8, 72-64. Yeah, that's a huge game Both teams keep on winning. Have I been watching First Take? I usually just catch the highlights during my lunch break when I have a chance. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Butler just scored again, 16-9 over Providence. That Butler team's got blown out multiple times by like 15, 20-plus point losses in Big East play in multiple games this year. They also beat Kansas State by double digits. That's a tough team to get a read on. Providence going to have to figure out fast because you don't want to leave it up to Butler to wreck your season. Yeah, Butler's best win against K-State, 76-64. And K-State ranked at number 5 right now. That's going to go back, though. Iowa State's been, man, they have been playing well. Such a well-coached team. They're flying under the radar. Iowa State and TCU, somebody from the Big 12, at least one team is going to make it to the Final Four from the Big 12, in my opinion. At least one team. It could be somebody new. Might not be a Baylor or Kansas. It could be somebody new. Wow, Nets took the poll tonight by a landslide here, 61-38. This game's been super chippy if you guys are just joining in. A couple technical fouls. But it really hasn't stopped chirping tonight so far. Yeah, it's just basically, it's been 3 guys, but yeah, Kyrie hasn't had a bad game though. At this point, it's just been 3 guys that's delivered. Whereas Philadelphia's got 3 as well. Maxey, just propelled this team. A couple big shots that dropped by Maxey. Philadelphia making 2 more 3-point shots than Brooklyn going into halftime. 11 for 19 for Philly. Just red hot from 3. Both of these teams shooting around like almost identical percentages, as Brooklyn is 9 for 16 from 3 in the first half. And then that's 6 points right there, plus the free throws. Philadelphia 16 of 17, and then Brooklyn 12 of 15. And big difference has been the turnovers. 9 turnovers by Brooklyn compared to just 3 by Philly in this first half. They got to get something at least out of Ben Simmons. No points, 0 for 1 shooting. Only 2 assists tonight by Simmons in 16 minutes. I mean, They just got to get some type of production out of him to score. Like, a big goose egg on the board ain't going to cut it. because it's 5 against 4, like it usually has been whenever he's out there. And this is the team, his former teammates, that know him best. There's been a couple times in this game looked like he could have gone to the rim, but instead decided to pass the ball backwards to the perimeter. Alright, so right now at halftime, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Second half going to begin in a couple minutes from now. Injury report tomorrow for the Celtics. Marcus Smart has been rolled out, and that's the only player rolled out. So Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Malcolm Brogdon should be good to go. Malcolm Brogdon not put on the injury report as he missed the last 2 straight games due to personal reasons. But it's just Marcus Smart as he's recovering from that right ankle sprain. Doesn't want to rush himself back. Plus, Celtics got the guard depth anyway. Malcolm Brogdon's been playing really well this season. And yeah, with the injuries, whenever Jason Tatum is like the main player in the game, he has really struggled. That's the thing. Tatum's turnover rate goes way up whenever he's missing players. Whenever he's without Brown, without Brogdon, without Smart, the turnover rate by Tatum goes way up. I'm going to check on the Pitt Wake Forest score, see if that game is over. Oh, they got 5 seconds left. Pittsburgh leading Wake Forest 81-79. Home game for Pittsburgh, 5 seconds left to go. Huge game for the bubble. Massive game between those two teams on the bubble right now. Hey, welcome back, Mario from dinner. Just in time to catch the start of the third quarter, about to begin right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, and hit the subscribe. And what a great action of basketball we got here tonight between two big-time rivals with an even chippier game considering what's happened the last few seasons. Ben Simmons going from Philly to Brooklyn. Doesn't want to play for the Sixers anymore. Took a season off. Getting James Harden in that trade to go from Philly to Philadelphia from Brooklyn. Tyrese Maxey, 16 points in 10 minutes to start a game for Philadelphia. 13 each by Embiid and Melton. 18 by Kyrie, the top scorer. 13 by Nick Claxton. 16 from the bench by Seth Curry. And KD tweeting out that, he sure misses out. Talking and being chippy with Montrezl Harrell. Harrell having some words in this game. As we get a quick offensive foul picked up, an illegal screen set by Embiid. It's a turnover by Philadelphia 12 seconds into the third. Wow, they have flipped the switch on. Holy smokes, thanks so much for the update, Vegas. 20-16 Providence going on a 11-zip run as they take the lead over Butler. Wow. And a quick foul picked up by Philly once again. I think that's on Embiid once again. The camera's panned to Embiid. If that's back-to-back, that would be 2 straight by Embiid. Yeah, that is. So he picks up his second by Embiid. 18 seconds left to go. All right, 18 seconds into the third. 11:42 remaining third quarter. Inbound for Brooklyn. Simmons attacks down inside the paint. He lost it. Turnover by Brooklyn. That's been a problem tonight for the Nets. That's number 10 for turnovers. Embiid receives the pass top of the key. Passes out to his right to Harden. Harden turns the corner, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Harden dribbles back out to the top, working one-on-one on Claxton. Harden, dribble drive, right down the lane inside. He draws the blocking foul on Nick Claxton. This is going to send James Harden to the free throw line, shooting 2. Game clock will stop with 11:13. Final score, college basketball. Pittsburgh holds on. They win over Wake Forest, 81-79 Pittsburgh. Massive game for the bubble. And Tennessee blows out Georgia tonight, 70-41. Free throw number 1, that is good for the Sixers. James Harden makes the first one. Second one's good. Him a welcome in. Welcome aboard from the Philippines. Brooklyn with a possession. Simmons lobs it off to Claxton at the right elbow. Claxton hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie dribbles up into the key. Up fake. Passes down low. Claxton spin move into the key. Puts it up over Embiid. We do have a blocking foul picked up by Philadelphia, though, and that will be charged on Embiid, and that will be Embiid's third. That's 3. Yeah, that's 3 quick personal fouls in the first minute and a half in this third quarter by Joel Embiid. Nick Claxton goes right up into him. Check that. That's 2 quick personal fouls for him. So he's up to 3. Third personal foul by Embiid. Claxton will shoot 2 at the line. First one he makes. So he had the technical earlier. He was part of the double technical with Claxton. Jonathan, welcome to the stream here, man. Glad to have you join in from the Philippines. Second shot by Claxton. And missed off the rim. Rebound control by Embiid. Under 11 minutes left to go in the third. Ben Simmons came up with a rebound. That's his third rebound. No points. Just 1 attempted shot tonight for Simmons. Down inside as Embiid will draw the foul by Claxton. It's been a battle between those two teams, those two players tonight. Inbound Philly up by 11. 18 minutes for Simmons with a goose egg on the board, just like he did against the Celtics a few weeks ago. Harris gives it out to the corner. Tucker moves it off to Shake Milton, or DeAnthony Melton, that is. Number 8 weaves his way inside the paint, and DeAnthony scores in the right-handed layup. 13-point lead for Philly now. Kyrie at the wing, defended by Melton. Picks up by Simmons. Kyrie swings it out cross-court. Up fake O'Neal. Dribbles into the key. Floats up the runner. Swoosh. Royce O'Neal. Runner good for 2. Back to 11. 2 minutes through the third now. O'Neal up to 8 points. Harden. Bounce pass. Finds Harris. Turnaround jumper. 15-footer. Sinks it. That's just too easy there. Post up at the free throw circle. Turns around. Knocks it down with a lot of space out in front. 10 minutes left to go in the third. Down by 13 once again for Brooklyn. Nets have it at the top with Kyrie. Bounce past Simmons to the right elbow. Simmons backs his way on Tucker. Slides it out to the wing, O'Neal. Moves it on top to Simmons. 8 on the shot clock. Simmons gonna attack. Simmons takes the jumper into the key. He hits one. Ben Simmons on the board for the first time tonight. 81-70. That's what you gotta do. Gotta be aggressive. And he finally attempts a shot and sinks one down. 2 points now for Simmons. Bounce pass. Harris once again. That time missed off the rim short. The same idea as the last time. Turnaround jumper, 15-footer straight away. Simmons, spin move. He heard the critics. Takes the jumper. Hits rim short. No good though. Simmons back-to-back jumpers. Bounce pass behind his back. Harden sets up Embiid. Up fake. Gets stripped. Gets fouled. Clock will stop with 8:59. So look at that. Ben Simmons Here's the critics and attempts 2 shots in a row. Non-shooting foul. Philadelphia gets the inbounds. Nick Claxton picks up the reach, and that's his third. Goes over to Harris, swings it across the floor. Here's Harden, takes the 3, missed off the rim. Simmons comes out with a defensive rebound. Simmons, quick up the floor, attacks inside the paint. Simmons floats up the shot. Simmons draws the foul. Wow, Ben Simmons aggressive as he drives on P.J. Tucker, who picks up the foul. And Tucker right now straight to the official, talking about the call. Doc Rivers right behind the official, talking about the call. SG, welcome back in the stream, man. Really appreciate it for joining in. Ben Simmons at the free throw line facing the Philly fans. First one is good by Simmons. The place where he shot 31% in the playoffs 2 years ago. Makes the first free throw. Second shot. Rattles them both in. Silences the Philly fans. 8:40 left to go. Ben Simmons now with 4. Being aggressive, attempting 3 shots here in the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter. Driving baseline. Melton moves it on top to Harden. Defended by Simmons at the top. Moves it out to the left wing into the hands to Harris. Attacks downhill right to the lane. Zips it through. That's good. With a right-handed layup downhill to the rim by Tobias Harris. 8:15 remaining. Simmons, hand off to Kyrie. Kyrie dribbles towards the right corner, drives baseline. Kyrie, dish over to Simmons, looks to score, up fake, inside the paint. Ben Simmons floats it up. Oh, he scores once again. Ben Simmons coming alive, looking to see if he can put together a big scoring game. Aggressive, his 4th shot attempt in 4 minutes in this third quarter. 3-point shot, it's good. Harden from downtown, bang, bang. 86-74, timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. 7:53 remaining. Ben Simmons keeping the Nets in this game as of late, as he has been accountable for 6 points here in the first 4 minutes and 7 seconds of this third quarter. All right, we head to the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And the guy that doesn't shoot finally listened to the critics of his former team's fans. Comes out at the start of this third quarter and decides to be aggressive and shoots the basketball for Ben Simmons. Wow. How about this score right here? Double wow indeed. Plus, Mississippi State leading Alabama 10-2. In college basketball currently. We'll keep you guys posted there. Scores throughout the NBA. Rockets leading the Wizards tonight, 58-43. Washington coming off a back-to-back, beating the Mavs by 1 yesterday. Pelicans lead the T-Wolves 56-46 at halftime. Holy smokes, look at this score. 22 points by Trae Young at half, 26 points at halftime. That is by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder and the Hawks tied up at 77 at halftime. Bucks lead the Nuggets 58-53 at the half. By the way, the Magic, 3.5 minutes left to go. We'll keep you guys posted there. Magic lead the Pacers 117-109. College basketball scores right now. West Virginia leading Texas Tech 71-58. Texas Tech going to go winless this year in the Big 12. Games that just started for college basketball or are currently in progress. Providence leading Butler 28-24. Auburn leading Texas A&M 13-9. Mississippi State up over Alabama 10-4. Houston just went final. Winners over UCF for college hoops tonight 82-71. Houston Cougars pull out the victory on the road. Creighton hosting St. John's, 7-6 St. John's. Indiana at Minnesota, 7-7. Samford, top team in the SoCon, needing overtime at Furman. 80-78 Furman with a 2-point lead with 3.5 left to go in OT. That's a Furman team that came one shot away from making the tournament last year. Lost against Chattanooga. We get back to action. 7:45 left to go in the third. Kyrie on the floor with Claxton, O'Neal, Harris, Ben Simmons. That's Joe Harris for Brooklyn. Right to the lane right there, and Brooklyn able to score 2 more. 86-76. Ben Simmons with 6 points, starting to be aggressive. Embiid right into the paint, floats up the shot over Claxton, gets it to go. Looking to push it now. Harris at the baseline, passes it to the wrong player, intercepted by Harden. Here goes Philadelphia with it. Melton swings it outside to Harden. Harden guarded by O'Neal, approaching 7 minutes left to play in the third. Harden dribbles up to the free throw circle. Guarded by Claxton now on the perimeter. Harden, step back three in the air, cans it. That's money by James Harden. Philadelphia dropping the triples left and right throughout the course of the night. Harden up to 15 now, 3 for 6 from the perimeter, 13 of 22 from downtown. Simmons at the wing, hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie jab step working on Tobias Harris. Tobias called in the reach in. Game clock will stop with 6:36. And they're going to send Kyrie to the free throw line. Technical foul picked up. It's going to be Joel Embiid. Defensive 3 seconds for the technical, and the free throw is good by Kyrie. So, yeah, we got a lot of technicals in this game today. This game really, really chippy tonight. Far side of the floor. Inbound for Brooklyn. Kyrie at the wing. Off the pick set by Claxton. Kyrie takes the jumper. That's not even close. Went to the left of the rim into the hands of Tobias Harris with the ball. Sixers up by 14. Has it back. Might have got blocked from the side. Claxton, his teammate, was rolling down next to him, though. But Philly might appear to block that last shot by Kyrie. Melton will take the three before we get a whistle, though. $6:11 left to go. Yes, I'll be covering Celtics against Knicks tomorrow at 7:30. Inbound for Philadelphia. Maxey lobs it off to Embiid. Embiid double clutch inside the paint. Oh, he scores. They will count it and the foul. Joel Embiid plus the bucket. Big time double clutch there by the big fella inside the paint. As he'll draw the blocking foul on Joe Harris. That's just too easy. Curry, Harris, you got the two guards defending you inside the paint off an entry pass underneath the hoop. 17-7 tonight for Embiid. 6 of 13 from the floor. Free throw, make it 18 points as he sinks it. Ben Simmons currently on the bench now for Brooklyn. Kyrie dribbles, drives down the lane on Embiid, takes the jumper, fall away at the low block. It's good by Kyrie. Gonna need a bunch more points from Kyrie tonight. He's up to 21. If Brooklyn wants to mount a comeback, he's had a strong game though, 6 for 10 from the floor. It's just that they have yet to put together any stops defensively tonight in this game. Embiid bullies his way in. Claxton, spin move into the paint, right-handed hook, missed off the front rim. That's a defensive stop there by Brooklyn. Here they go, quick up the floor. Kyrie lost it, stripped from behind though. It's going to be a reach and fall picked up by Melton. And the game clock will stop with 5:25. Tyrone, welcome back in. Glad to have you back in the stream from the Bahamas, man. almost 70 watching right now. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, both the NBA, also college hoops as well. Kyrie turns the corner, dribble drive inside, kick out to the wing, off to Curry. Curry backs his way on Maxey. Step back jumper at the free throw circle. No good, couldn't get the bounce. Bounced off the rim 3 times and out. Rebound control for Philly. Sixers have it at the top with Harden. Harden defended one-on-one by Kyrie around the perimeter. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Harden switched now by Claxton. Moves on top to Embiid, defended by a much smaller Kyrie. Embiid one-on-one. Dribbles into the paint. And we have a reach-in foul picked up by Kyrie with 4.4 in the shot clock, 4:53 in the game clock. This is just so many mismatches in this game. Without Claxton on Embiid, it's been mismatch city tonight. With this Brooklyn Nets team trying to put the pieces together defending Joel Embiid. Second personal foul picked up by Kyrie. They're going to say it's on the shot. I thought that was a reach there, but they will say it's on the shooting motion. So this will be two shots here at the free throw line for Embiid. And both teams in the bonus as well. Second shot's good. Embiid up to 20 now. Top score for Philadelphia. They got 5 players double figures right now. We'll go over that when we have an opportunity. Kyrie swings it out to the wing. Over to O'Neal. Hands it off to Watanabe. Just 3 players double figures for Brooklyn. That's why Philadelphia has been able to break away in this third quarter. Pass too tall off the top of the fingertips of Watanabe. It's a turnover. That's been a major issue tonight for the Nets. Maxey with space. Takes the 3. He was wide open but couldn't send it down. Skipped around the rim and out. 4:20 left to go in the third. Brooklyn needs something to get back into a bounce pass off the roll down. That helps out. Lunging forward right to the rim. Nick Claxton scores in the layup. The assist by Curry. 15-point game once again. Maxey scored 16 points in 14 minutes tonight for the Sixers. Bounce pass down low. Embiid. No answers for Embiid. Missed the layup, though, at the rim. Goes right back to Brooklyn. Nets have it at the top with Kyrie. Kyrie, dribble drive penetration. Bounce pass underneath Claxton. Over Embiid. Drops it through for 2. What a bucket there. Backdoor by Nick Claxton. 96-83. Timeout taken on the floor by Doc Rivers now for Philadelphia. 3:46 left to go in the third. Wow. Uber Eats person delivering food at the Loyola Duquesne game. That's too funny. I totally forgot about Loyola Chicago this year, but yeah, they moved to the A10 and they're really struggling in that conference. Despite they picked up a 20-point win against Clemson for them. So that's a team I'm like, how in the world is Clemson at number 24? And that people keep on putting them in the bracket or so. Clemson, I'm just not high on, me personally. They got experience on that team, but I watched film about them, and they just don't seem like a really athletic team. They're just getting lucky. They're basically like last year's resemblance of Providence for Clemson this year. Like, they're getting lucky, beating like a bunch of teams by like single digits in like one possession games. Kyrie with 21, Claxton with 20, 16 by Curry. 3 players double figures by Brooklyn, and then 5 players double figures for Philly right now. 20 by Embiid with 7 rebounds. 16 from the bench by Maxey. 15 each by Harden and Melton. 11 by Tobias Harris. Here's the shocking score of the day right here. Alabama losing at home against Mississippi State 16-9. Wow, Temple needing overtime right now against South Florida 77-76. So a bunch of people were wondering why Temple was not in the top 25 after winning against Houston on Saturday. And yeah, you gotta keep it constant if you're Temple. Needing overtime right now against South Florida, that's not good. Malika, welcome back in. It's actually a massive game tonight between Auburn and Texas A&M. Auburn ranked at number 15. Texas A&M on the bubble. Auburn right now has got the longest winning streak in all of college basketball at home, thanks to Loyola Marymount beating Gonzaga last week. All right, so here we go. Back into the third quarter right now. 13-point lead. Maxey has the basketball, Philadelphia, with 3.5 left to go, as they will take the deep 2 jumper. Missed around the rim and out by the Sixers by DeAnthony Melton. 5 on the floor for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Yuta Watanabe, Royce O'Neal. And for the first time tonight, they will go in number 13 as Curry takes the jumper, deep 2, hits it. That is Markieff Morris, the 5th player on the floor for Brooklyn. Curry's having a pretty good game tonight. Curry now up to 18. He is the number 2 scorer, number 3 scorer behind, 21 for Kyrie and 20 by Claxton. Under 3 minutes left to go, and Embiid floats up the runner over Simmons and draws the blocking foul, though. High arcing runner by Joel Embiid. And that's on Ben Simmons. That's going to be number 4. Charged to Simmons now for personal fouls. So this is not looking so hot for Brooklyn right now in deep foul trouble. Joe Harris with 5. Ben Simmons just picked up his 4th. And Claxton's got 3. 2 shots at the line for Embiid. The first one is good. Wow, thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. What a turnaround, man. They were having a tough time, and they really ended it with a big momentum swing. Once they got into a groove, they got into a groove. Maxey will check back onto the floor. Alabama ain't in no groove right now, but when I covered them against Arkansas, they proved that they could score in bunches. 20-9, Mississippi State leading Alabama with under 9 minutes left to go before half. Just 9 points scored in the first 11 minutes tonight by Alabama, which in my opinion is the number 1 team in all college basketball, who if the season ended today, I'd take as a national champion. Layup. That's a make by Brooklyn. Maxey passes off to Niang, slides it over to the corner. Open 3, Thibault. Missed off the back rim. Rebound control by Brooklyn. Chance to cut it to single digits this possession for the Nets. Curry at the top of the key, drives on Thibault at the free throw circle, lost it. Thibault deflects the ball into the hands of Embiid. It's a steal. Moves it out to Maxey, drives baseline. Maxey at the baseline as we have a whistle. And that's going to be a blocking foul picked up by Markieff Morris of Brooklyn, his first. This will send Tyrese Maxey to the charity stripe. Yeah, absolutely crazy, man. This is just an unpredictable season this year. Embiid will head to the bench now. First free throw is a make by Maxey. Second shot by Maxey, right down the middle. Triple digits now for the Sixers on the board. .187, 2 minutes left to go in the third. Curry towards his right, turns the corner, drives, floats it up over the top. Ben Simmons with the alley-oop jam. Simmons with a two-handed flush. Ben Simmons, 8 points now in the third quarter. Yeah, things going pretty well. 1:45 remaining in the third. Off to Niang. Attacks down the lane. Floats up the runner. Miss rim short. Chance to cut it to single digits. If they can make a bucket for Brooklyn, they need stops defensively too. Simmons. Bounce past the wing. Curry. Attacks. Inside the key. Curry. Missed the layup. Contacted. Late whistle, though, by the official as he got fouled. And 2 free throws coming up at the line as Montrezl Harrell picks up the blocking foul. Seth Curry. Shooting 2 coming up for Brooklyn. 1:27 remaining in the third. First shot's good. Second shot by Curry. He makes it as well. 9-point game. Things getting interesting right now. Curry off the bench with 22. He is the top scorer currently for Brooklyn. Philadelphia's missed the last 6 shots from the floor. Niang at the right corner drive. Swings it out to the left corner. Maxey flings it out to the left corner. 3 in the air. Missed by Shake Milton. And Philadelphia's gone cold as of late. As we approach the final minute remaining in the third, baseline drive, Curry, right to the rim, missed the layup. Contact and no call by the referees. Refs say play on as we're down to the final minute. Maxey bumped into around the perimeter. And a whistle and a foul picked up by Markieff Morris. Wow. Brooklyn's bench signaling for a travel on Maxey. And they got the foul call on the outside, and this will said Maxey to the free throw line shooting 2 and a bonus. What a game by Tyrese Maxey. 18 points. 2 free throws coming up. First one's good. Second shot by Maxey, right down the middle. 20 on the board for Tyrese Maxey, 22 for Embiid, 15 each by Harden and Melton, and Harris has got 11 tonight. That's now 5 players, double figures for the Nets. Bounce pass, Simmons flings it out to the wing. Watanabe shoots the 3, drills it. That's what he's known for, perimeter jumpers. Yuta Watanabe off the catch, fires it. Laser beam straight through. 40 seconds left to go. Maxey passes off to Thibault, moves it off to Niang. Niang moves it on top. Thibault wide open 3. Cans it. Makes the triple by Matisse Thybulle. Big time response back for Philadelphia, up by 11 again. Simmons on the perimeter. Hands it off now to O'Neal. Simmons rolls down. Simmons at the low block working on Harrell. Makes the pass off to Watanabe. Open jumper. Yuta hits it on again for the deep 2. Getting into a momentum swing here for Brooklyn. Yuta Watanabe, 7 points. Perfect 2 for 2 now. 8 seconds left to go in the third. Maxey at the wing. Maxey drives, floats it up off to the cutter. Matisse Thybulle throwing it down with a 2-handed alley-oop jam up on the rooftop for Matisse Thybulle with 4 seconds left to go. Brooklyn past midcourt. Simmons attacks. Simmons downhill right to the rim. Ben Simmons count it in the foul. Oh, baby. Ben Simmons scores on a bucket with under 4 seconds left to go. Takes it all the way up the floor. Ben Simmons, the one who scores. Can you believe it? Plus the foul. Right at the buzzer, Simmons floats it up and 1. Coming up at the free throw line for Ben Simmons. They're going to say just the bucket, actually. 107-98. No, 1 second. Check that. Shooting foul is what's listed on the play-by-play log. I thought so. So it must be a timeout here. Must be a timeout on the floor. They cut to a break right now. So they cut to a media break. I believe there should be a free throw coming up once we get back. They cut to a media break right now when the buzzer has gone off. They might have to put back time, and that's the thing. Right now, the play-by-play log, it says .1 Montrezl Harrell shooting foul. Ben Simmons makes a 14-foot driving floating layup, and he'll shoot one at the free throw line. Yeah, Simmons will shoot one. So we still have a free throw coming up. Jay Ramirez, welcome back in. What a game. Yep, so Simmons will shoot one at the free throw line. They put back 0.7 of a second left to go in the third, so 0.7 remaining on the clock for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, chance to pull win an 8 with a made free throw. Free throw's up. Free throw, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebounded by Korkmaz, and we close out through 3. 107-98. So we got 12 minutes of basketball left to go in a good one tonight at Philadelphia. Philly held on to a double-digit lead most of the fourth quarter. Got cold, though, late in the fourth, and that allowed Brooklyn to creep right back into the game. 17-point lead at one point in the third quarter by the Sixers, now cut down to just 9. 65% shooting by Brooklyn. Despite that, they're trailing by 9. That's unbelievable. If I had waken up from a sleep and you would have told me the Brooklyn Nets shooting the ball 65% from the floor, I'd tell you they'd be up by 30. 65% shooting, down by 9 through 3 quarters. That's insane. Don't hear that too often. Problems tonight for Brooklyn. Troublesome spot, the turnovers. 13 turnovers compared to just 6 by Philadelphia. Philly, 27 of 28 on free throws tonight. Brooklyn, 18 of 23. Full court outlet pass for Orlando. Franz Wagner scores. It helps out the Magic win. That just went final. Magic winners over the Pacers tonight, 126-120. Other games in the NBA. Thunder lead the Hawks 99-97. T-Wolves up over the Pelicans 75-63. Bucks leading the Nuggets. Nuggets without Jokic, Murray, and Porter tonight, and they're still only down by 4, 74-70. Bucks lead by 4. And then Rockets up over the Wizards 74-64. College basketball, here comes Alabama. 24-19, Alabama cuts it to 5 against Mississippi State. Auburn losing at home. They get the longest winning streak at home in college basketball. Currently, Texas A&M on the bubble, looking to put together a signature win and make it into the bracket. Be the team of the week for Texas A&M. Texas A&M leading at Auburn 32-28. Providence up at the half over Butler 36-26. Louisville going to get a victory tonight. Go Cards against Boston College, who lost to Maine back in November. Louisville leading BC 24-14. A while ago, I had said that will be Louisville's first conference win. Put that on the board tonight if it happens. Creighton up over St. John's 28-19. Minnesota, whoa. They are leading Indiana 23-18. Indiana playing lights out lately. Trace Jackson Davis, All-American. Wow, they are inconsistent for the Hoosiers. Once you think they've turned a corner, what happened? They whipped Michigan State on Sunday. Playing down to the competition once again for the Hoosiers. We get back to action, start of the fourth quarter. Right to left in the floor for Brooklyn. They have the basketball first, down by 9. Kyrie on the floor with Watanabe, Curry, Markieff Morris, and Ben Simmons. Watanabe turns the corner. Watanabe floats up the runner around the rim and out, and the rebound pulled through traffic by George Niang. Niang, Maxey, Harrell, Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle up the floor quickly. Jumper deep 2, missed off the mark by Maxey. Down inside, Ben Simmons takes it to the hoop over one defender. That's Harrell, and he scores in the right hand, a layup by Simmons. Wow. Ben Simmons being aggressive. He averaged 18 points per game early in his career for Philadelphia. If he can tap into that since KD is out, that is huge because the NBA crew won't have to rip him for that, like they did against the Celtics with a goose egg. He went into halftime tonight with no points for Simmons. Comes out right now as Simmons comes on a vengeance, and he scores now as he is up to double figures for Ben Simmons. 12 points now for Simmons. Yeah, so BC lost against Maine, which is shocking because Maine is historically they've been really bad at basketball. Nothing against Maine there, like Maine for basketball because they're just such a big hockey team. That's what they focus on for their athletics program. But that's the day that like BC hit rock bottom is when they lost against Maine back in November. Turnover. I think it's going to be a turnover here by Brooklyn. 10:43 remaining. Yeah, so if you're a Power 5 school, you shouldn't really be losing to those mid-majors because those are like embarrassing losses. There's been a lot of those this year. So many Power 5s have lost to mid-majors. TCU is one of them. They lost against Northwestern State. Oklahoma lost against Sam Houston. It's a technical called on Brooklyn. 8-point lead for Philly. King Markey, Ron, welcome on board once again, guys. 10:36 left to go. Niang. He was unhappy about the last call. He was the one who got called in a technical. A little bit of shoving going on, and that will be a turnover picked up on the floor by Philadelphia. Or Ben Simmons was the one who picked up the technical shoving Niang. Simmons in deep foul trouble. He's still on the floor. He's got 5. Now, jumper, mid-range, connecting on it. That's Markieff Morris. Wow. This game getting interesting right now. 6-point game with 10:15 left to go. So, quick update on the foul trouble. Check that. They've only got 4 on the log currently. They've only got 4 on the log. I think they beat UMass Lowell. Check that when they have a chance. Jumper for a deep 2, and that will go through for Philly. Which that's a huge win considering the conference. I think UMass Lowell was the top team in their conference. 9:45 remaining in the fourth. Curry, down by 8, has the basketball for Brooklyn. Moves it on top over to Morris. Back over to Curry. Rises for the jumper. Off the front rim. Tipped over to the perimeter. Back it goes to the corner. 3-ball. Watanabe. Missed off the rim. A rebound control by Tobias Harris for Philly. Chance to put themselves up by double digits. Harris. Oh, wow. They're going to call it a blocking foul. Plus the buckets. And one coming up at the line. Wow. Harris just bulldozes his way over Watanabe. Watanabe's feet was moving, though. He never got really in front of Harris as he took Harris at an angle, and Harris just put the elbow in and got the benefit of the call by the official. So now it's a 10-point lead for Philadelphia. So the clock will stop with 9:26 and a timeout on the floor here for Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn might challenge this, maybe, because I saw the green buzzer go off. Yeah, I saw that score, and it's unbelievable how close it is right now. Bucks and Nuggets. Nuggets without Jokic tonight. So the Bucks are leading 79-70, but they should have handled Denver easily. This is a starting 5 tonight for the Nuggets. Christian Brown, Bruce Brown, Zeke Naji, Aaron Gordon, and Vladko Chanchar. That's the starting lineup tonight for Denver. Giannis, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Seven for 12, so it's not a bad game for Giannis. I don't know why he hasn't popped up on the ESPN stat line yet, because I keep on getting, I think I got Pat Connaughton up there. He's got 14 points. They usually put like the top performer next to the scoreboard. But, okay, there goes Giannis. So Giannis is up there now. He's got 20 and 10. For most of it, it was Pat Connaughton who was up there. Let's see what we got for scores right now. Rockets up over the Wizards, 81-71 through 3. That's the same score, or actually close to it. Nuggets just scored 81-73. Bucks over the Nuggets at the end of the third. T-Wolves lead the Pelicans. Final 20 seconds in the third, 85-73 Minnesota. And the Hawks up over the Thunder, 111-104. Started the fourth quarter. That's a high-scoring game there. Wow. Texas A&M leading Auburn 38-28 now with under 4 left to go before half. Wow, keep note of that. Texas A&M playing to make their way into the bracket. Ice Ice Baby with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream for Ice Ice Baby. Really appreciate it, brother. You guys, the legends in the channel. 60 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up. Spike the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on being back covering Celtics against Knicks tomorrow night. That should be a great game. Boston trying to bounce back. They lost 2 in a row. Tough loss yesterday. They were up by 13 and blew it. But New York this season, they've been a shocker. They're at number 7 in the East right now, and they got a really good trio for the Knicks this year. Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett. All 3 of those players averaging above 20 points per game. Really, really good trio. Good news for the Celtics is Jaylen Brown should be good to go tomorrow. Oh, I got you there. Thanks so much for Ice Ice Baby. Yeah, we've had, usually I think like the algorithm's like 95% male, so that's probably why I say like man a lot or so. But, yeah. Yeah, if you're like a female in the chat, feel free to correct me on that. Appreciate it for Ice Ice Baby. Frito is good, back from the timeout. .9:20 remaining in the fourth. 11-point lead for the Sixers. Bounce pass off to Simmons. Deflected by Harden. Simmons picks it up, though. Pass out to the corner. Watanabe shoots the 3. No good. Rebound control by Embiid. As we have 9 minutes even. Harden at the top. Slides it over to Maxey. Wide open 3. Oh, he drills it. Tyrese Maxey, bang, bang. That's been happening all night long. He's been the dagger triple man in this matchup. When Maxey has come back, Philadelphia record of 9-2. With Tyrese Maxey coming back from injury tonight, 21 points, 4 for 6 from downtown. And a quick timeout once again by Brooklyn. 116-102. 8:57 left to go. Well, college has got some shocking scores right now. Auburn down by 10 against Texas A&M. Alabama down by 8 against Mississippi State. Indiana losing at Minnesota. That's a tough one. Both of those teams are desperate. Mississippi State and Texas A&M. Both of those teams are bubble. Creighton taking care of business, leading St. John's 41-32. Minnesota up over Indiana 24-23. See, that's the one that's not supposed to happen. Minnesota's at the bottom of the conference. Indiana was supposed to make its way upwards, and it looked like it was, so they're off to a slow start. We'll see if that sorts its way out over time. Providence taking care of business over Butler 42-26. See, this is the thing that's like inconvenient for college basketball now, is that you have independents for the first time, and you got Chicago State, who's one of the independents. They're on the road at Stanford later tonight. It's just unfortunate. that they don't have a conference to go to. And also Hartford, since they're transitioning to Division III for next year, they're an independent as well. So Hartford, they went from playing Baylor in the tournament 2 years ago in the first round. They were the 16 seed. They went from playing Baylor to next season, Hartford's going to play teams like Curry College, Suffolk, Roger Williams, Gordon, Endicott. They go from Division I to Division III. It's crazy. Just unfortunate. That happened like after the tournament they announced it too. +60 watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here as we're going to get back to action. We got 8:50 left to go into this game as Kyrie takes up the floor for Brooklyn. Moves it out to the left wing off to Joe Harris. Passes top of the free throw circle. Claxton, handoff Harris. Takes the three. Splash. He makes it. Need a bunch of those to get back into the game. Oh, wow. Okay, I was going to say they called it a deep 2 for a moment. They messed it up on the scoreboard. Correction, it is a 3. I thought so. 11-point game, 8.5 left to go. Philadelphia going to slow it down. Harden, lob deflected into the hands of Kyrie. Intercepted. Kyrie gets his way past Harden. Lobs it up over the top in transition. Wow. Yuta Watanabe running the floor with a two-handed alley-oop jam. It's back to single digits. 8 minutes left to go, approaching the mark. Gotta love Yuta, what he has done here in the second half. Downhill right to the rim. Harris missed the layup, no good. Brooklyn comes up with a defensive rebound. Nets with a chance to cut it. Watanabe drives. Cross-court pass to the corner off the skip pass. Curry takes the 3. Bang, bang. And Doc Rivers with another ultimate choke pending. In a timeout taken on the floor by Doc Rivers with an 8-zip run in a 1-minute span. It's a 6-point game with Brooklyn in it. Yuta Watanabe. Alley-oop jam next possession. The skip pass to Curry. Curry, the corner 3. Timeout on the floor by Doc Rivers for Philly. It's open to be anybody's game right now. Curry. Seth Curry, 25 points in 27 minutes. 6 for 8 from downtown. The bang bang heard tonight. Behind the arc fan, welcome back in the stream, brother. What a game. Brooklyn needed somebody to step up in scoring. No KD tonight. Hot hand indeed. They got Curry. 25 by Curry. 21 by Kyrie. 20 by Claxton. 12 by Simmons. Ben Simmons. 12 points, if you guys are just joining in the second half alone. Aggressive, attacking at the rim. Attempted just one shot attempt in the first half with no points. Comes out, scores 12 in the second half, attempts 6 shots, goes 5 for 7 from the floor. 5 players double figures for Philadelphia. 24 by Maxey off the bench. 22 by Embiid. 16 by Harris, 15 each by Harden and Melton. 10 by Thibault. Back from the timeout, anybody's game now. 116-110. 7:45 left to go. Philadelphia has it down low with Embiid. We get a whistle here and a foul. Simmons currently on the bench for Brooklyn. 2 timeouts remaining for the Nets. 3 for Philly. Philadelphia will get the inbound. Tobias Harris, DeAnthony Melton, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. That's the 5 in the floor. Brooklyn's 5. Yuta Watanabe, Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, Nick Claxton, and Joe Harris. At the left wing, Embiid settles for a 3. Skipped around the rim, no good. Claxton with a defensive rebound. 7:20 left to go. Kyrie crosses midcourt. Kyrie at the top of the key. Takes the 3 over Melton. They're going to count it? No, they will not. They will say foul before the shot. Kyrie made the three. They will not count it, though. Foul occurred before the shot. Picked up by Philly. Reaching in. 7:18 left. 75 watching. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to spike that thumbs up. If you're new, hit us up in the chat who you're rooting for. This game getting really interesting. 17-point lead at 1 point for Philadelphia. Straightaway three, missed off the mark by Harris. Watanabe looking for the putback, couldn't get as there was contact underneath, no call. Rebound back to the Sixers. Harden at the wing, slows it down, under 7 minutes left to go. Cross-court pass to Maxey. Maxey, deep range three. Missed rim short. Offensive rebound. Up fake. Melton through traffic. He scores with a putback. 8-point lead for the Sixers. Brooklyn looking to see if they can cut it this possession. Kyrie dribbles, attacks, downhill, right on Maxey. Floats up the shot over the rim. That's perfect defense by Tyrese Maxey. Up the floor. Quick three. Melton, no good. Pinball wizard around the rim and out. He missed it. That would have set this arena rocking if he had made that triple. Brooklyn with a possession right back, though. Curry inside the key. Floats up the runner. Drops it through. It's good for two by Seth Curry. Making things interesting. 6-point game approaching 6 minutes left to go. Curry, top scorer tonight, 27 points. 6 for 8 from the perimeter. Harden slows it down. 6 minutes even. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Tobias Harris. And Embiid gets twisted. Down inside, Embiid stretching out his right arm as he gets tangled up with Joe Harris. And a whistle here by the referees. As Joe Harris, I think it's going to be on Harris or Curry. Curry. Oh, it's on Curry. It's going to be charged to Curry. Nope, check it. It's going to be on Harris. Yeah, they had the cameras pan on Curry, but it's on Joe Harris. Joe Harris with the contact down low away from the basketball. Joe Harris right back to the bench. That's it for him. That's a sixth. So Joe Harris has just fouled out right now. Picks up his sixth personal foul. Quick update on the foul trouble. 4 by Claxton, 4 by Simmons. Under 6 minutes left to play. 3 personal fouls by Embiid and Harden. Everybody else playing with fewer than 3. Embiid, first one blocked. Gets it back. Low post. Puts it up. Gets stripped. Gets fouled. 1.1 seconds left to play in the shot clock. 5:45 left to go in the game clock. And 2 free throws coming up by Joel Embiid. I got Cincy and Philly in the Super Bowl. I'm going to take the Eagles, though, this year to win it all. I had Buffalo against Philly in the Super Bowl. I have Philly runner-up against Buffalo, but I'll go Philly here since I'll stick with the team that I've kept in the Super Bowl. Second shot good by Embiid. 8-point lead now for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid tonight up to 24 points with 9 rebounds. 5.5 left to go. Curry at the top, up fake. Slides it out to his right to Kyrie. Kyrie dribbles, drives on Embiid. Bounce pass off to a cutting Nick Claxton. Rejected at the rim. It's called a blocking foul, though, by Harden. Nick Claxton shooting 2 at the free throw line. Wow. Tried to throw down a 2-handed poster over James Harden underneath the rim. Claxton with 2 free throws. First one's good. Yeah, I can definitely picture that too. A lot of good options. I think both of the championship games are going to be close. Second shot. Off the rim and out. Rebound hauled in by Embiid. 5:20 left to play. Harden. Top of the key. Turnover by Philadelphia. Doc Rivers looking for an explanation about the call. So it'll be Brooklyn ball with a 7-point game. Nets get it back off the inbound. Pass midcourt. Kyrie attacking inside the paint. Leans in. Floats it up. Draws the foul. D'Anthony Melton from the side. Picks up the blocking foul. And Kyrie heading to the free throw line. Coming up to shoot two. Kyrie up to 21 tonight. Yeah, the Bengals have had the Chiefs' number. First one is good. +85 watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and let us know out in the chat if you guys are new who you're rooting for tonight in this game. Second free throw. Right down the middle by Kyrie. That's 120 to 115. A quick update on the scoreboard. Both of those free throws made by Brooklyn. 5-point game now. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go. Philly with the basketball. Top of the key, it's Maxey. Defended by Watanabe. Moves it out to his right to Harris. Harris at the top. Guarded by Claxton. Moves it out to the corner. 3 in the air. Missed by Melton. Rebound secure by Brooklyn. Chance to cut it to a one-possession game with a made bucket. Here we go. Curry. 4:45 left to go. Dribbles up to the top. Now to the elbow. Takes the jumper. Splash. Seth Curry knocks down a 2. It's a 3-point game. And a timeout taken on the floor by Doc Rivers. The ultimate choke 2.0 about to begin right now, potentially. 4:39 left to go. 17 up. Now only 3 down for the Brooklyn Nets as Philadelphia has blown a 17-point lead wide open. And now it's been cut down to 3 for Brooklyn. What a game tonight between these two teams. No Kevin Durant either for Brooklyn. Hanging in the balance right now. 63% shooting from the floor. Throughout this game, down by 3 points. The turnovers been a difference. The reason why they are losing for the Brooklyn Nets. 14 turnovers compared to just 9 by Philadelphia tonight. Yep, there'll be a nice big ew from that one. 4:39 left to go. What a game tonight. Both of these teams shooting the ball lights out. Philly at 50%, 63% by Brooklyn. Clean Music Lover, welcome back in. Yeah, actually I thought about that. And yeah, I think he could be pretty helpful. Like Naz Reid can use a change of scenery. It's actually been, when he's got the opportunity, he's played really well. Inside the key, Melton up fake over to Harden. Harden caught in the travel. Ew, coming back from the timeout by James Harden as he travels with a basketball off the up fake around the perimeter. And this is a chance here for Brooklyn to pull within one or tie it up with a made bucket. 4:15 left to go. Curry, the hot hand tonight for the Nets. Takes it up the floor. Curry dribbles up to the wing. Takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, bang, boomerang by Seth Curry. It's even. 120. Here we go, everybody. Get the popcorn ready. 4 minutes left to go. A season high. 32 by Curry. Harris moves it off to Harden around the perimeter. 8 on the shot clock. James Harden. Step back 3 in the air over Watanabe. Oh, he drills it. Harden with a 3 ball. Redeems himself after the bad turnover. Brooklyn takes up the floor. 18 points now for Harden. Curry dribbles up to the top, guarded by Embiid. Now double teamed as Maxey comes along. They lob it down inside. Claxton working on Embiid with a hook shot. Oh, Nick Claxton, he scores. Up and through off the backboard with a right-handed turnaround hook. 3:20 left to go. Up by 17 points at one point for Philadelphia. It's a 1-point game. Brooklyn trying to close in on the standings. 4th in the East, Philly 2nd in the East. Harden, step back 3 in the air Oh, he gets another one. James Harden, back-to-back step-back threes at the top of the key. Working on Curry. 3 minutes left to go. Driving, downhill. Kyrie lost control of the basketball. It's a turnover by Brooklyn. Trying to drive straight line, and it got poked loose through the defense. Philadelphia has it. Harden moves it on top. Embiid, wide open 3-1 dribble. Missed off the back rim. Tipped over to Kyrie for the defensive rebound. Kyrie swings it off to O'Neal. Back to Kyrie around the perimeter. Curry, up fake. Working on Tobias Harris. 12 in the shot clock. Crossover. Curry, step back 3 in the air. Over the rim, no good. Air ball. Rebound goes to Maxey. Fastball. Harden. Up the floor. Tobias Harris. Missed the layup. Put back is good, though, by Tobias. 128-122. That's a strong putback there by number 12 in blue and white, Tobias Harris. First time miss. Second time good. Off the putback. Taps it through. All because of James Harden. After the bad traveling violation he had, 3 consecutive possessions in a row. A major factor by Harden to redeem himself. 2 step-back threes. The assist with a pass up the floor off one bounce to Tobias Harris. Working on a fast break numbers 2-on-1 situation play. Harris missed the first one, tipped it back, and threw for 2. Timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. 2:17 left to go. 6-point lead for Philly. Wow. Yeah, James Harden just heard me after he committed the travel violation. What a response right back by Harden. Last 3 possessions, brilliant. Scores throughout the NBA here. Hawks lead the Thunder 128-122 with 2.5 left. T-Wolves is pulling away against the Pelicans 102-87 right now. Bucks and Nuggets close game there all throughout the course of the night. 92-86 Milwaukee. Back to action. Jumper. Kyrie knocks it down at the baseline for 2, coming back from the timeout. Chip 7, welcome in. 2 minutes left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Harden, Ben, tremendous. Last 3 possessions. 2 made threes and then the assist. Harden, top of the key, working on Curry. 1-on-1, crossover. Harden, 5 in the shot clock. Harden, 2 in the shot clock. Step back 3 in the air. Rattled out, no good. Offensive rebound, Melton, though. Over to Maxey, takes the 3. Zips it through. That is good. Tyrese Maxey, the player of the game tonight. If Philadelphia pulls out the W. 27 points by Maxey. 3-point shot. Splash. Right back. That sinks through for Brooklyn. Big time 3 balls contested as well as that went down. It was sent through by Kyrie. Kyrie up to 28 now. 1:20 left to go. 4-point game. Yep. This feels like playoff atmosphere tonight. A lot of elite shot making going down. Harden. Bounce pass. Stole away. Intercepted by Kyrie. Pass ahead of the pack. Nick Claxton throws it down with a 2-handed jam. It's a 2-point game with 1:08 left to go. Oh, man. James Harden with a turnover. Kyrie jumped the route. Intercepted it. Basically the equivalent of a pick 6 in football. As he tossed down the touchdown pass off the outlet to Nick Claxton behind the defense for the dunk. 52 seconds left to go. Embiid playing bully ball right to the paint. As we get a whistle, though, it's on Claxton. Claxton reaching in. Embiid to the free throw line with 51.6 left. What a game. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I'll be covering Celtics against Knicks tomorrow night, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Nick Claxton called in the foul. Philadelphia into the bonus now. Nick Claxton just picked up his 5th. Joe Harris has fallen out of the game with 6. Ben Simmons still on the bench with 4 personal fouls. as they will go with the shooters at this moment in the final minute for Brooklyn. First free throw is good by Embiid. Clinic tonight at the free throw line for Philadelphia, where they're 32 of 33 on free throws. They were a perfect 13 of 13 midway through the first quarter. Second shot by Embiid. That's right down the middle. 4-point lead for Philly. 50 seconds left to go. Kyrie picks it up. Takes it past midcourt. Kyrie dribbles, attacks downhill right to the rim. Oh, he got it. Reverse hand layup by Kyrie. The difficulty at the rim right there as he scores around Embiid. 40 seconds left to play. Kyrie up to 30 with 10 assists now. Harden at the edge of the Sixers logo. 12 on the shot clock. 32 in the game clock. Harden defended by O'Neal. Switched now by Curry. Now guarded by O'Neal once again. Harden, dribble, drive, down the lane. James Harden scores for 2. The arena goes wild. Scores in the layup with 22 seconds. Kyrie, double teamed. Kyrie, fade away. Missed off the back rim, tipped up to the corner. Oh, what a heads up play. Joel Embiid taps it. Did it go off Curry last? Big call by the referees here. It's going to be Brooklyn basketball. Joel Embiid tried to save it, stepped out of bounds though with it as he tried to tap it back off Curry, but it will be Brooklyn ball. So Embiid was out as he tried to tap it back in. 14.7 seconds left to go. Brooklyn will need a quick bucket here. They will go defense for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checks into the game now. 1 timeout for the Nets, 2 timeouts for Philadelphia. Brooklyn. 14.7 seconds remaining. Need a quick bucket. Inbound, looking for Kyrie. Can't get it off to him. Bounce pass. Turns the corner. Watanabe. Oh, he scores with a layup. Yuta for 2. Oh my goodness. Yuta Watanabe turns the corner. He scores. And a timeout taken by Doc Rivers on the floor. 13.5 seconds left to go. The Brooklyn Nets will have to force a turnover to see if they can come all the way back to force the ultimate choke 2.0 tonight. Up by 17 at one point for Philly. Brooklyn down 2. No fouls to give. 1 timeout remaining for both of these teams. Philadelphia with 1 foul to give. Brooklyn's out of challenges. Philly's got 1 challenge left. Incredible game. What a play by Yuta. Turning the corner off the inbound and scoring on the layup. 120 plus watching. If you're new on the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play, NBA, also college hoops as well. Incredible matchup. It's going to be Philadelphia basketball coming up with 13.5 seconds left to go. Problem is for Brooklyn is that Philly has been basically a machine tonight. At the free throw line, making every single free throw but 1. They are 33 of 34 on free throws for the Sixers team. Dark Lord, welcome in. Joel Embiid, 26 points, 10 rebounds. Tyrese Maxey, the top scorer for Philly with 27 points. Top scorer in the game, Kyrie's got 30, 25 and 11 by Nick Claxton. Inbound as we come back from the timeout for Philadelphia. Harris, far side, puts the ball into the hands of Melton, and Melton draws the reach and fall by Curry. So Curry reaches in, quick fall picked up by Brooklyn. It's going to send DeAnthony Melton to the free throw line, shooting 2 in the bonus. Free throws right now. This is the critical component of the game. 12.4 seconds left, and Philadelphia has been on fire. Melton yet to attempt one tonight. Makes the first free throw that he attempts. Video game type score tonight here, folks. 136-133. The Brooklyn Nets shooting 64.5% from the floor. Trail. Unheard of. Second free throw is good. 49 of 76 shooting with a timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. And the Nets shooting 64.5% from the floor. 54% from 3, and they are trailing by 4. That is unheard of. Philadelphia tonight, 51% shooting, 47% from 3. Those are like normal numbers for a team that performs well. These are great numbers for a team that 99% of the time pulls out a victory at 64.5% and 54% from three, and they're losing. Reason why, they missed 6 free throws. They've also turned it over 15 times. Just 9 turnovers by Philly. Only 1 missed free throw out of 36 attempts tonight. That is unbelievable. Wow, an absolute free throw clinic by the Sixers. Brooklyn will get the inbound coming up. Timeout on the floor. 12.4 seconds left to play. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering the Celtics, hosting the Knicks tomorrow. That's between number 1 and number 7 out in the Eastern Conference. Tip-off time will be around 7:30 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time, so feel free to come on board for that one. 12.4 seconds remaining. Brooklyn will get the inbound in their front court. They are out of timeouts now for the Nets. 1 timeout remaining for Philadelphia. Gonna need a quick bucket here. Watanabe is on the floor. They will take a lob over the top. Claxton looking for, pass deflected. Intercepted though off the inbound by Philly by Tobias Harris. Off it goes to the Sixers. Brooklyn not gonna foul. The crowd goes up on his feet, and that's the ball game. Philadelphia makes every single free throw but one tonight, and they win by 4. Final score, 137-133, and a fun one tonight between these two teams. And a chippy, wild game went right down to the wire. Philadelphia led by 17. Brooklyn came back, not enough though at the end, and the Sixers win 137-133. Big reason why. Tyrese Maxey tonight. 27 points in 30 minutes, making 6 threes. 26 points, 10 rebounds by Joel Embiid. 23 points by James Harden. A couple clutch threes late in the game by James Harden from the top off step backs. 18 points by Tobias Harris. 19 by DeAnthony Melton off the bench. Matisse Thybulle had 10. Wild game between these two teams tonight. The Brooklyn Nets go home with the L tonight, despite shooting 64.5% and 54% from 3. That is unheard of. Unheard of. They finished with 16 turnovers. Philly with just 9 turnovers. And then the Sixers attempted six shots greater than Brooklyn, and they out-rebounded the Nets 11-6 in the offensive glass. Plus, Philadelphia tonight on fire at the free throw line. That was the difference. 35-36 on free throws. Wild game between these two teams here, as this one has just gone final. Feel free to join in tomorrow night. I plan on covering Celtics against Knicks tomorrow night. We'll see if Boston can bounce back after that despicable loss they had yesterday, leading by 14, and then they blew it in the final moments with a terrible Jason Tatum turnover. We'll be back tomorrow. Celtics, Knicks, feel free to join in. We're going to close out to the channel members before I wrap up. All channel members get a shout out here. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Jess, Ahino, Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Michael Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Siegel, Woo Pig, Oink Oink, and Emmanuel. Thanks so much all for joining and being a part here in a stream. What a phenomenal game tonight we had. Philadelphia 137 over Brooklyn 133. Sixers pull out the 4-point victory. Thanks so much all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.